Issues. We are live, good sir. For the first
There
time
we
in
go.
3 weeks, I want to say it's been a minute.
It's been a 3-weeker, I think. Yeah, something like that. I
Unfortunate.
was just telling you, like, I mean, peak off season. Actually, what was I telling you? Just that there was general inactivity in our like groups and everything like that. But then I remember that Will Anderson got extended. 3 years. Oh, sorry, it's playing on my end. I had it open on my tab, and then just suddenly starts playing. Like, wait, I gotta.
Nice.
But 3 years, 150 million, I think. So 50 million a year for arguably, besides Myles Garrett. I'll never say Will Anderson's better than Myles Garrett, but he's up there in that category. The greatest like defensive edge rusher we've seen in a while, right? Or up there for sure. Again, you could argue like maybe Micah Parsons is better, or maybe this or that, but he's really, really good. And I think, a lot of people are going to say he's overpaid, but I think it's a really good investment.
Yeah, I'd say that he hasn't surpassed guys like Micah Parsons and Max Crosby yet, but he could very well get there. I mean, he's also competing with Danielle Hunter, Danielle Hunter in that edge rusher room. I guess that's how you would say that. But
yes,
like you've got a really talented defense there, and he's still contributing. If he's ever like the top guy for sure, because it's kind of 1A 1B with him and Danielle Hunter, right? So like you're paying Danielle a ton of money too.
I think the consensus. It's hard to say. I think most people think Will Anderson's better. He's also a little younger, but Danielle Hunter's really, really good. So it probably is closer 1A 1B than like Will Anderson then Danielle Hunter. I'm just. As a Texans fan, I'm just fortunate to have both of them, right? But welcome to Football for Fun. I see the Thomas Takes is in here. Hope you are doing well. And if you want me to reply or something, just go, oh, Thomas, like you were saying. Yeah, okay. How's it going, Thomas? Hope you're doing well.
Hey, shout out to your Boston Celtics. Saw they got the win today, so I know that was expected, but still, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, good win. Good win. Anything fun in the basketball playoff? I haven't really tracked, even though I did notice there were some games on. But that's just about it. Anything worth highlighting?
I watched the play-in because I'm supporting Charlotte sports at this point, so I don't deeply care because I don't watch a lot of basketball, but I was still rooting for them. That was a great game against the Heat. They eliminated the Heat in the play-in and then got beat up by the Orlando Magic, so that kind of sucked. But Charlotte basketball got what I consider to be a postseason win for the first time in forever.
There we go.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Good for the city of Charlotte.
So the play-in
Charlotte are good
is just one game, is that correct? But then the actual playoffs is like the series?
So it's 2 games if you're the 7 or 8 seed initially and you lose the first matchup. Then you have to play another game against the winner of the 9 versus 10 seed.
Oh, okay.
For like the Phoenix Suns, they lost to the Trailblazers in their first play-in game, so then they had to play the Golden State Warriors in a second game to determine who would advance. So
Gotcha. Yeah, that checks out.
The actual playoffs started yesterday. I haven't seen a whole lot, but seems like pretty much everything that was expected to happen has happened. So
yeah.
Nothing too interesting. Just all I really had to say was go Charlotte. Glad that the city of Charlotte gets to experience some success in the sports world now. We got the Panthers and the Hornets coming on up, so that's pretty cool.
No, I mean that's exciting. But before we turn this into a basketball podcast, you want to talk about what we're here for? We're here for the greatest, most accurate 32 for 32 in the first round, but we're gonna do more than one round. So the most accurate mock draft ever, right?
Yeah, no, I don't expect us to get anything wrong, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how we could. I mean, this is so easy. Like, we know what the Raiders are going to do, and at that point, if we know the first pick, we're going to know the second and the third, and so on and so forth.
It's easy when you know the future, right? Like, you just, pick it, and it's going to be, like, we might as well just join the lottery at this point.
I mean, honestly, yeah, because we are just super intelligent and good at predicting things. I mean, though, I feel like we did a decent job last year, did we not? I think we got maybe a third of the picks right, or...
That sounds about
one of our
right.
drafts did well.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I think we actually did pretty okay. But
considering how difficult it really is, like even the experts barely get 10 picks right.
Right,
although some of those experts shouldn't be called experts. I'm looking at you, Mel Kiper, but yeah.
I mean, isn't Mel Kiper just known for the Indianapolis Colts guy saying, "Who the hell is Mel Kiper?" or something like that? Like, I feel like that was his signature moment. Is someone it's like a GM trash talking him? So
yeah, I don't even know why we give him clout at this point. He should go. He should move on. I want to listen to actual experts, not him talk about how good Shedeur Sanders is.
Yeah, right. Give me a break on that one, but. Yeah, we're gonna do a mock draft. I think we're gonna do 3 rounds if that's correct. Obviously, first round, maybe 2 will be more just like actual analysis on like team needs and players and things like that. The player analysis coming from you though, because I'm the college football not knowing anything casual, if you can even call it that. So it'll just be being like, oh yeah, this. But anyway, like round 3 will be more like who has the coolest name or like whatever. We'll alternate picks, so you will have. Since Panthers have 19th pick and Texans have 20, I forget the exact number, but it's an even number. You'll get odds and I get evens, I believe. And that'll be it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, do you want to answer the question from Thomas before we dive in?
Danny, what was your SAT? I didn't take SAT because I went to community college after, like a loser, right? So, and I was homeschooled. So, whatever. I didn't take SAT. Put me to prison for that, but yeah.
Hey, I didn't take it. Did you take SAT? No, I went to when I needed to take it, the year I was gonna take it, it happened on the same weekend as the nationals, chess tournament, like the K-12 nationals. Yeah. So I went to that instead, and I was like, I don't need the SAT. Yeah. I'm playing chess. It's fine. Obviously, I'm smart. I'm playing chess.
I did take a PSAT that was specific to Baylor. I don't remember what score I got. The only thing is, like, because I only found out about it, like, I only had one day. I like 24 hours before that, I didn't know I was taking it, and I got like top 50% or something, which probably isn't great, but I was just going based on like my common knowledge and everything like that. But
no, it seems fine.
Yeah. Anyway, so no, and if you're looking for us for like inspiration on your SATs and like ACT, AP, like physics, everything like that, like you're like. We talk about football here, and maybe chess, but mainly football.
Academically, you're far ahead of us. So,
yeah, right, exactly.
All right, take it 50 times. Good grief, man.
Yeah,
I hope not. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Okay, well, anything else we need to cover as far as the mock draft goes before we get started? And I have it on my screen as well, so I'll be tracking as you make your picks and I do everything like that.
Yeah. I think we're good. We won't be doing trades. I don't know if that's been established yet. It might have been, but just to be clear, no trades because we are cheap. So we're not going to pay money on this website to put in trades. We will speculate on some trades, which we'll get to pretty quickly, actually. But as our official predictions here, we will not be submitting trades in this mock draft. So if you're here for trades,
sounds good to me.
Sorry to disappoint.
All right. Well, I believe you go first. You got odds. I wonder who you're gonna take.
I don't know, dude. It's tough. Like they're obviously going quarterback, and you got a lot of names here. Like there's Carson Beck. He could go first overall. That was once upon a time a possibility. Ty Smpson. A lot of people like. Garrett Nussmeier has been called.
What about Baylor legend Sawyer Robertson? I heard he's pretty good.
He does throw a lot of interceptions, and as we saw last year, the Raiders like that, so that's also a possibility. True. But I think that they're going to make the right choice and draft Fernando Mendoza. So a little bold. Okay. I'm going to submit that as my pick. Fernando Mendoza.
The Raiders make a good draft pick? What?
When was the last time that happened?
I wonder the last time the Raiders took a quarterback 1 overall. How that went.
Ooh, boy. I'm sure it was.
No, I think Fernando Mendoza will be fine. Obviously that's a good pick. Nothing more to be said. I mean, it's basically like he's on the team now, right? The pick just
he's probably already got the playbook and everything. I do question how high his ceiling is. Like he might just end up being sort of like a more mobile Jared Goff, which obviously means top 10 in the league in passing. So that's great. But I don't know if this is going to be like a Mahomes type of talent in the league. You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure. So. Anyway, so I feel like a lot of drafts, the draft really starts at 2 because like last year, we knew what was going to happen at 1 overall. I guess there have been some drafts, like most drafts, we know what's going on at 1 overall. I think there have been a few where there's been like intrigue. Like I feel like the Baker Mayfield draft, there was some intrigue. Like we didn't know for sure that he was going there, but like most drafts we know like Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Cam Ward, Myles Garrett, everything like that. But so the draft really starts here, and I actually decide what my pick is going to be, not necessarily because like I like this player over the others, I have some deep analysis or anything like that, but like I think the Jets, they're going to try to like get. I'm having the Jets take David Bailey actually. I feel like they're going to kind of like swing for the fences a little bit and try to like get like their kind of premier edge rusher who's going to be like their sort of like. I'm not saying he's them. I'm sure he's not. He doesn't. They're Max Crosby or Will Anderson or something like that. So I know it's a little bit of a curveball, probably a little bit surprising, but I am having the Jets go David Bailey, who will probably not be. He'll probably bust, unfortunately, but that's who I'm going with.
It's a little funny because that's actually been a recent thing in social media with all the experts, I guess, saying that the Jets are going to pass on Arvell Reese and go with David Bailey. That's been gaining.
Oh, I don't need to be associated with these experts. Can I take back my pick?
Right. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, I disagree with it because I'm seeing everybody flip like that makes me think, oh no, they're not going to do that. They're going to go Arvell Reese. It would be the most Jets thing ever to screw this up, of course, but I think they go Reese at 2. But I think David Bailey is very talented as well and would totally fit a need. Fair, so I think that makes sense if it happens. And
well, see, that's why I want to do the alternating so that we could surprise each other.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought you were going to go with Styles or Reese, so that's interesting.
All right.
So that means Reese is still on the board at 3 for the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are a team to watch for a trade back. I've heard rumors of the Chiefs trading up. I've heard of the Cowboys possibly trading up, and I think that there's some truth to those rumors. I think we could see Dallas make a move. Why wouldn't they? It's Jerry Jones, and he hasn't done anything big in the offseason yet, right? So he's due. Time's ticking.
Yeah.
But we're not going to predict a trade here, but I guess I have to make a pick. If Arvell Reese is here at 3, then I feel like they'd be foolish to pass on him. I think that offensive line is something that they're deeply looking into. So in the hypothetical scenario where they do trade back, I think they go offensive line. Francis Mauigoa from Miami is probably a guy to look at, or Spencer Fano maybe. At 3, I'm going to give them Arvell Reese. I know a lot of people also have talked about Jeremiah Love to Arizona. I don't think that that's really a thing. I think it'd be interesting, but I don't think that's what they're doing here. So, I'm going to say Arvell Reese in this scenario goes to Arizona. Sorry for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think, obviously, if he's there at 3 and the the Jets don't take him and everything like that, I think that makes a lot of sense. At number 4 for the Titans, I will be going with Jeremiah Love. I think we were talking about this before we recorded, I thought it seems like there are a lot of people mocking him to the Titans, but then you're saying that it's kind of swayed the other way. I'm not exactly sure, but I've seen a lot of people mock him to the Titans, and I don't know if you remember last year. Now, this isn't as consensus as was last year with Ashton Jeanty to the Raiders. I actually kind of zagged and thought that he wouldn't go to the Raiders, and clearly I was wrong, so I learned from my mistake, and I'm going to have Jeremiah Love going to the Titans. I think, as you said when we talked, it might make more sense for him to go defense or something like that, but seems like Jeremiah Love is a really good prospect from what I've heard, Bijan Robinson level. And, they'll be looking for the next Derrick Henry and everything like that. Someone that Cam Ward can just more comfortably hand the ball off to so he doesn't have to do his 360s, just crazy throws, every play. And, I'm going to have Jeremiah Love to the Titans. And, any thoughts on that, or if you want to move on to number 5?
I have thoughts, yeah. I think it would make sense. I think he would help that offense out tremendously. I think he's going to help out any team that manages to get him. I don't think the Titans get him, though. In my opinion, I think David Bailey is still going to be on the board for them, because I think that Arvell Reese goes at 2 to the Jets, and then I think Arizona trades back, and whoever trades up with them gets somebody else. I think Bailey drops probably to 4, and the Titans get him. Love probably gets a look though if Bailey is gone. So in this scenario, I actually would agree with that. I think that's where I would lean, since David Bailey's off the board. Jeremiah Love might be next up. So I could see it happening. It's a little weird to be talking about a running back going this high after all the discussions in past years about running backs not needing to go that high and not getting paid enough and whatnot.
That's true. That's definitely kind of it is kind of weird how that works out. I know several years ago Saquon Barkley went 3 overall, I think, and then obviously running backs haven't really gone that high since. I mean, we thought Ashton Jeanty went high, but that was 8 or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just 8, I think, which is still pretty high, but. Jeremiah Love going at 4. That'd be huge.
Yep.
Sonny Styles also could be the guy at 4 if that's how the board plays. If Bailey's gone, I forgot about him. But now we're on to the Giants, and I think if Styles is here, he's the Giants pick. That's what I'm going with. I have heard people talk about receiver for them. I don't really feel that here. I mean, they already have a true number 1 receiver in Malik Neighbors, right? And they could use some more receiver help, I'm sure. But with the 5th overall pick, with so much defensive talent on the board, you got Sonny Styles right here. I think you go Styles. So that's what I'm going with for the Giants.
read an academic journal on why he won't get drafted in the top 10. Who? Jeremiah Love? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, sending Styles to the Giants, I think that makes sense. I mean, it seems like he's just the best player available there. Cleveland Browns at 6. I feel like this just feels like sometimes I'll do this and it's a little bit of a cop-out that's just being like taking the tackle. I'm going to take the tackle, Francis Maugiwa. I don't even know like if their offensive line was that bad. I mean, I'm sure it needs improvement, everything like that, but like I'm kind of seeing this. Like, I mean, I could take Ruben Bain here, but feels like they already have like Myles Garrett, obviously, and like the guy that drafted last year, like Mason Graham. So it feels like they're, I mean, maybe they could take him. I don't know, but I'm going the tackle here, Francis, and I don't know. Seems decent. Seems like someone who's going to like protect. We need someone to protect Deshaun Watson, right? So I don't have any other thoughts.
Interesting. There. Yeah, be surprised. I disagree again. This is fun. Because I feel like they're definitely going Carnell Tate here. That's all that I've heard. I've not heard anything against that.
Carnell Tate. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Receiver that high.
Yeah, I've heard they're going receiver at 6. They need somebody for Deshaun Watson to overthrow. So, and their offensive line, it's interesting because I think they had a lot of talent last year, but then everybody left. But then they did a good job replacing mostly everybody. So they still need some reinforcements there, but. From what I've heard, they're going receiver, and Carnell Tate is supposedly the guy. I don't know how I feel about that, but it seems like he's going to be good.
I probably wouldn't. I just didn't think a receiver would go that high. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, maybe you're onto something.
I mean, I think this might be the only spot where a receiver goes top 10, quite possibly. Maybe Chiefs at 9. I would say Saints at 8. I haven't actually heard much about what the Saints are going to do. I hope that they screw it up, though. But all right, Francis Mauigoa at 6 to the Browns, and that brings us to the Commanders at 7. They're interesting. They're a sneaky destination for Jeremiah Love, in my opinion. Of course, he's gone in this scenario, and there's not another running back you take this high, so we're going to forget about that idea. But if Love is here, I think there's a good chance that this is where he goes. As it pertains to this mock draft, I think they pass on Ruben Bain. I think Bain is going to fall out of the top 10. I think that his apparent off-the-field drama is going to hurt him, as it probably should, if we're being honest. Very talented guy. Caleb Downs would be a phenomenal pick here, assuming he fits their defensive scheme. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know what their defensive scheme is, but Caleb Downs, probably one of the most talented players in this draft. Whoever gets him should be happy. I have no idea what the Commanders are going to do, honestly. This is a tough team to pin down if Love is gone. So I'm going to go to analysis here, see what their fans are doing. They got him going edge rusher. You look at that. They got David Bailey and then Ruben Bain as the top 2 players.
Interesting, yeah.
I don't even see edge rusher listed as a need on this site, so I guess the fans would know better, right?
I mean, they do. I mean, on defense, though, they have a lot of needs is the problem.
That's true.
I can pull up their depth chart, by the way. Their defensive ends are Tim Settle and Javon Kinlaw. So not exactly like, Myles Garrett and Max Crosby or something like that.
They could use some help there.
Yeah, I think they could use some help for sure.
Okay, so I just have to go with something. Yeah, I was expecting Love to be here. That was my plan, to take Love.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to say they go with the best player available, which in my opinion is Caleb Downs. So we're going to say Caleb Downs does not slide past the top 7. That feels bold, given that the top safety seems to always slide in the draft. Maybe teams are going to learn this time.
Yep. All right, so I have the Saints pick at number 8.
Oh, you know what? Hang on, I got a guy for them. Trey Smack.
Who's that?
He is the kicker from the Florida Gators.
Oh, yeah, that's a very... Wait, what about punters? Are there any good punters available?
Ooh, hang on, let me see. There have to be good punters. Brett Thorson no, don't give him a Georgia guy. Ryan Eckley from Michigan State.
Right.
He'd be good. All right, mandatory joke out of the way. Who do you have the Saints?
Mandatory. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Like, I mean, Ruben Bain is right there, but also, like, I don't know that they one, obviously there's the draft stuff. I don't know if they, like, super need like an edge rusher. I mean, like clearly, it's they could use some help, but I'm kind of like I'm not sure. The thing says they need wide receiver, defensive line. I guess defensive line and linebacker. So like the fans have them going like Peter Woods here, which is pretty interesting.
Way too high for Peter Woods.
Yeah, that's not even a name that's like up here, I don't think. Wait, Peter Woods, am I missing that? Like, he's not...
He's a Clemson guy. Yeah, he's ranked 33 on this site. Average draft position is 32.
I'm not sure what this Peter Woods hype is. I mean, maybe he's really good. I'm not exactly sure. But I do feel like while they have Chris Olave, and I don't know, maybe this came up last year. I feel like this has come up before. Like, I do think they need help at receiver. So they could go Carnell Tate here. Let's see, because they have Chris Olave, but the receivers other than that are Devon Vele and Mason Tipton, which are
not exactly inspiring. I like Vele as a wide receiver 3 though, but you still need the 2.
They list him as the 2 though. I feel like Mason Tipton came up in our wheel game. Honestly, that's how
we had no idea who he was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Carnell Tate here. I think this is gonna be where the sort of like run on receivers start. So yeah, Carnell Tate to the Saints. Someone that can go alongside Chris Olave and
get that Ohio State duo.
Someone for Tyler Shuck to throw to. Yeah, Ohio State duo. That's true. And that's gonna be my pick.
Well, obviously I disagree because I already had Carnell Tate going to the Browns at 6.
Well, yeah.
The way we have it, by the way, half of the draft so far has been from Ohio State. Which I think
that's crazy. Yeah,
kind of ridiculous, but that's how the board has fallen. I don't even think that's unrealistic. That's a lot of talent out of Ohio State. The Chiefs at 9. I know everybody is hoping and praying they screw this up. Yeah, I don't have a good feel for what the Chiefs are going to do. Honestly, they're a team I've heard about possibly trading up. I don't know who they'd be trading up for. I told you about that earlier. You questioned if it could be Love, and like it's kind of weird. Like it's not unheard of, I guess, but why would you trade up from 9 to 3 for a running back when you just signed Kenneth Walker, right? So I don't really buy into that idea. My guess is they're after one of those linebackers out of Ohio State, perhaps. If they stay pat at 9, though, I don't know what they're supposed to do. I'm guessing they have to go corner. I mean, they have to replace McDuffie. They just traded McDuffie away, and they lost another guy who signed with the Rams. So I would assume they go corner here. Out of curiosity, I want to see what the fans are doing, though. Their fans, their top pick is Jeremiah Love. I don't understand this. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
You're paying Kenneth Walker top 5 running back money so that he can finally have a 20 carry per game workload, basically, and then you want to draft a rookie in the top 10? I don't think that's the idea we're going with. Their fans really like going after receiver and edge rusher. I disagree with the fans. I'm going to give them a corner.
Yeah.
Mansour Delane is there out of LSU. He's supposedly really good. I really like Jermod McCoy out of Tennessee, but he's not supposed to go that high. I'm just gonna go with Delane out of LSU. That seems like a solid pick. I don't really know.
Mansour Delane to the Chiefs.
Yep, that's what I'm going with.
Yep.
That's the least confident pick I've made so far, but so be it.
Yeah, I mean, they just trade away McDuffie, so it kind of makes sense to just get another corner in the room.
And Jalen Watson was their other corner they lost as well. Like, I don't know who is in that secondary at this moment.
Yeah, that's true. They could definitely use some help there. Okay, so this is the Giants pick that obviously was a result of the Dexter Lawrence trade.
By the way, since we're on that, can you believe that they got the 10th overall pick for Dexter Lawrence? Like,
that's kind of nuts. Like, if you're like, was it now? I haven't seen the details. Was it just the 10th pick, or were there like other components to it?
I haven't heard anything except the 10th overall pick, and then the Bengals extended him today, so I think it was like 1 year, $28 million. Like he's one of the best defensive linemen in the league, but really?
Yeah, it seems like it's just Dexter Lawrence for the 10th pick, like just straight up. That's kind of crazy. I mean, like I would have it's a little crazy. I don't think Dexter Lawrence is worthy of the 10 overall pick. He's probably he's worth like a first round pick, but that seems a little high. I would think as well.
I think the idea out there was that all the players the Bengals would have wanted at 10 were going to be gone, and so whoever they took at 10 was just not going to be the guy they wanted, most likely. And so the thinking here is Dexter Lawrence is going to be better than whoever they would have ended up with. Which I'm looking at Ruben Bain here on the board at 10 overall and thinking, despite his questionable stuff off the field, which I don't really want to get into, I don't have enough knowledge to really talk about that, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's causing him to fall, most likely. He's very talented, and definitely a top 5 talent in this draft. So
yeah, I mean, and I'm looking here. Yeah, no. Anyway, I do think it's a little bit crazy. It could make sense for the Giants to go Ruben Bain here. It says they need receiver, which kind of checks out because you don't know with Malik Neighbors like what's going on there, and like
right.
I mean, they have Darnell Mooney as their wide receiver 3, which is actually not bad.
That's a solid 3. I didn't realize he was even there.
Yeah, they have Slayton as number 2. It says they need guard, linebacker. I mean,
as a reminder, we did go Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State, at 5 to the Giants.
Yes, I mean that is true. So they've already got a piece on the defense. Yeah, I mean I don't know, like if this is where I feel like this is kind of the turning point where it's like, is Ruben Bain's like off-field stuff, like the story that came out, is that going to be a real problem, or is it just something? Because this was a thing that happened like 2 years ago, though, right?
Right.
It's just now. I think. I mean, yeah, we're not qualified to talk about it, but I'm gonna go Ruben Bain here. That'll be the pick for the Giants. I don't think he'll fall too far. I do think outside the top 10 is a realistic possibility for someone who is a top 5 talent, right? Like, isn't that kind of the consensus?
Yeah, I think it's sort of like Micah Parsons a few years ago, right? He had apparently some off the field stuff, and that caused him to fall, even though everybody knew he was one of the most talented players there. And then Dallas was gifted Micah Parsons.
Sneaky look for the articles be like, oh, the Giants won the draft. They got Sonny Styles and Ruben Bain, which we know that means nothing, but
also, I'd also be saying that if that happened, like that's an insane haul in the top 10 for the Giants.
That's
hypothetically
true, yeah.
On paper. Yeah.
Yes, but who knows? I mean, once upon a time, the Falcons made a trade and got James Pierce in the draft, and look now what? Look now, right? So
to be fair, I was the only person who liked that because I thought Pierce was a top 10 talent, which I thought he actually was really good. It was worth it until people, until he had the off the field stuff. So
yeah, who knows? But Giants get Ruben Bain at number 10, and now we have the Dolphins on the clock.
Yeah, I like Ruben Bain to the Giants. I have no idea what they're doing at 10. I've had very little time to think about that.
Yeah.
But I think that makes a lot of sense. You're thinking of Jalen Carter, by the way.
Who's saying Jalen Carter?
What do you mean? I don't know what that's in response to.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
All right, Miami at 11. So what is the least helpful thing they can do for Malik Willis? That seems to be how they're approaching this offseason so far.
Yeah, might as well, right? They're gonna get a running back or something.
Right, they're gonna draft a running back 40 spots higher than they should.
Yes.
Jokes aside, it would be pretty reasonable to go receiver after trading away Jalen Waddle. If you like a receiver here enough to do that. As I'm saying this, by the way, I've just realized Tyreek Hill is still a free agent, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
He hasn't reunited with the Chiefs yet. 2 years ago, off-field issues. Oh, yeah, I didn't remember that with Jalen Carter, honestly. But, yeah, that did happen. But he still went fairly high, didn't he? I think he top 10.
Something like that,
Micah Parsons was my example because he's really, really good, and he was someone who just fell for no reason. But, yeah, Jalen Carter did fall a little bit, too. Anyway, Miami in this draft, I think receiver makes sense. I think offensive line makes sense. Let's see what the fans are doing. The fans have them going corner. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think they go corner here because Mansour Delane is already gone, and I don't think McCoy is going to go this high. I don't know. Do we see another receiver here? I mean, Mekhi Lemon is right there. I don't know how high he's supposed to go. I've heard closer to 15.
Interesting, yeah.
Jordan Tyson. I think Tyson is one of the most talented receivers in this class. I honestly, I think I like Tyson and Mekhi Lemon more than I like Carnell Tate in terms of ceiling. I think Tate has a higher floor, but I think Tyson and Lemon have higher ceilings, Yeah, it's tough. I don't have an idea of what Miami's going to do either. It's just anything feels possible here. They've been really hard to predict this offseason. Everybody knew they were going for Malik Willis. That's all we had, though, right? That's basically everything else has been pretty unpredictable. I don't know. I feel like they go guard here. I don't think they go receiver yet.
Okay,
that's what I'm leaning towards. I have no confidence at all. We're gonna go with the guard from Penn State. Ola Vega Leone. I don't know. That's definitely not how you say that, but that is quite the name, sir. Good for you.
Guard from Penn State to the Dolphins. All right. I mean, checks out. I mean, like I feel like I would be a little surprised that they didn't go either receiver or corner, but I also see the logic there. And like, I feel like especially with receivers, you could get someone later, and maybe with corner, like I guess you could argue like the top corner is like off the board, right? So
right.
Like, why would you reach for someone?
If
so
the lane is there at 11, that might be the guy.
Yeah, that's true. Cowboys at number 12, feel like clearly they're going to want to like load up on defense, I would feel like.
Yeah, their offense is set.
Yeah, I feel like their offense is set, and it's just kind of a matter of like who they like and everything like that. I mean, I don't really have a strong opinion one way or the other. I feel like if I look at their depth chart, well, they have Quinnen Williams on defense as their like, is he an edge rusher? I thought he was a defensive tackle.
That might just be a scheme thing. Like Derek Brown is a defensive lineman, but I think he's listed as edge rusher sometimes.
It looks like their line is really good. They have Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark. Rashawn Gary as linebacker. And maybe you could argue those are just names that were good like a few years ago, but
yeah, like maybe it's really linebacker that they need, right?
Yeah, they do need linebacker. I feel like maybe their secondary also isn't the greatest, but again, like there's not some like great corner up there. I think I'm just gonna go with this Dylan Thieneman guy. No. I don't know anything about him, but he is
Carolina wants him. He's the guy for Carolina at 19.
Well, yeah, I mean, good luck surviving like 7 more picks, right? But Dylan Thieneman is going to be the pick for the Cowboys. Just seems like best player available. They have a need at secondary, and yeah, I mean that's going to be who Jerry Jones and the Cowboys take. Dylan Thieneman is a Dallas Cowboy.
I think he actually does fall to 18 at least. I think it'll be the Vikings or Panthers who get him. I would be happy if 2 safeties went in the top 12, though. I think this guy and what's the other guy? Caleb Downs. They're both talented enough to both go in the top 12. Yeah, it's just also cool. Like recent history says otherwise. I'm cool with it though. For the record, I think Dallas is the team that trades up. I think to 3. I think there's a good chance that happens. I think they're going after whichever Ohio State linebacker is there. So in this case, Arvell Reese.
Yeah, nice.
All right, safety to Dallas at 12. That would work out well for them if it happens. The Rams at 13, I'm thinking tackle or receiver. I think they do need to address, eventually they're moving on from Devontae Adams. Like they've talked about trying to trade him. I think they were rumored to trade for A.J. Brown at one point. I don't think that happens, but there was an idea there, which means they were very open to adding or swapping out in that receiver room. Also, though, I think adding a good tackle here would make a lot of sense when you have a very old quarterback who you want to make sure takes as a few hits as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do here. I'm going to go with a safer in the trenches pick, though. We'll go with the tackle. Spencer Fano. I actually think Fano may be gone by now in reality. Sure. But in this case, he's here, so I'm going to say the Rams scoop him up, and that would be an excellent pick.
Yes. All right. What do the Ravens do? Seems like it's rare.
Fell to them. That's the real question.
Which talented player? Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna have him take like Kenyon Sadiq, and he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Right?
Oh gosh.
I mean, could that? They have Mark Andrews. Screw it. Kenyon Sadiq is a Raven.
Oh my goodness, that would be something, dude. That would be something. That's honestly, I don't even mind that, but no one's talking about that as well.
Super hate it. I feel like he's gonna. I mean, it seems like he's projected a little farther than this. Like it feels like he's a 20s type guy, but I have heard Sadiq. He's like really talented, is what I feel like I've heard. Not like Kyle Pitts level, but it does seem like he could be a really good player. And then I mean, like obviously like Mark Andrews, like that's not going super well. Isaiah Likely's obviously gone, so it does seem like they're gonna need someone at tight end at some point. And I thought about Lemon, but I was also like, they have Zay Flowers. I'm not sure if they'll take a receiver there. Maybe they could, but that was a gut feel. Kenyon Sadiq is a Raven, and yeah, he's gonna be great for them. So yeah, like what you said. Which talented player just falls to them?
It happens every year. I think it would make sense. It's not something anyone's talking about, but if they like him, I think it makes a lot of sense. And you have to replace Mark Andrews at some point. I personally think they should have just gone all in on Isaiah Likely instead of keeping Mark Andrews around for as long as they have. But do what you're going to do, I guess.
That's true.
All right, we'll lock that in. Kenyon Sadiq is a Raven, and the Panthers' top 2 targets arguably are gone. So thank you so much, Daniel. It's completely your fault.
Ugh. See, that's why we don't collaborate, because we don't want you to
manipulate the draft so I get who I want.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
All right, and Tampa Bay at 15. I haven't heard anything about Tampa in the draft. Yeah, I think they would be an interesting spot for Kenyon Sadiq if he were still here as well. Given that their tight end is Cade Otton, who's fine but could be better. I feel like they go defense, honestly. I feel like they go defense, and see, linebackers in need, edge rushers in need. Mesidor from Miami would make sense. CJ Allen from Georgia would make sense. I like my Georgia guys, CJ Allen is a younger guy, but very, very talented. So whoever gets him, if they just wait a little bit, he's going to be really good. The fans seem to be going with Keldrick Falk from Auburn, Cassius Howell from A&M. That's very interesting because I don't see these guys ranked as highly as some of the others. Yeah, I think I will go edge rusher over linebacker because I don't know. That just it's a vibe thing. Honestly, I don't have any valid reasoning there. Just kind of vibe. So I'm gonna say, do I want to go Akeem Mesidor? Yeah, I'm gonna go Akeem Mesidor out of Miami. I think that would be a good pick.
Okay, all right. The New York Football Jets at number 16. I assume a lot of people have this as the Ty Smpson pick. I'm not going to do it. I just don't think they're going to draft a quarterback super high this year. I think while they theoretically need a quarterback, and I think anyone who's starting Geno Smith needs a quarterback, that's probably the type of thing they'll take care of next year. And I think in the meantime, they're going to try to build their team and everything like that. I think I kind of think this is where they go receiver, and this would be my second time taking receiver. I think I took a receiver for someone earlier.
For the Saints.
And I did a Kenyon Sadiq, who's a tight end.
You also did Love. But you've done all the fun picks.
I've done all the fun offensive. Yeah, that kind of figures, right? But they do have Garrett Wilson, who's obviously very good. But outside of that, the receiver room's just it's Adonai Mitchell and Isaiah Williams. It's just it's pretty bad. And I know they could get receivers later, but I think also they had a pick earlier, which I did David Bailey. So it's this is from this is the Sauce Gardner pick. That's right. Yeah, that's how they got their first round pick. So I do think that they'll go receiver here. I'm gonna say, poor Mekhi Lemon. Sorry, but a lot of people have him going to the Rams. By the way, I've seen that, but you're a Jet, Mr. Lemon. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, so his career's going nowhere. That sucks. Good luck, Mekhi Lemon. I hope this doesn't happen to you. Nobody wants this for you. You're too talented to go waste away in the Jets with Garrett Wilson.
They had picked someone though.
They did. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They get a receiver for their future quarterback, Arch Manning. So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Lions at 17. Monroe Freeling out of Georgia feels like a Lion to me if he's still here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lock that in. They need a tackle. The fans want Spencer Fano and Francis Mabagoa, who are both long gone by now. Caden Proctor's also on here in their top 5. Yeah, you guys are missing out on Monroe Freeling, though. I think he's going to do really well for y'all. Honestly, I didn't know much about him even a month ago. I saw him at the Combine, and I was like, oh, I don't recognize that name. Which, poor me. I'm a terrible Georgia fan, I guess, to not even recognize our left tackle who barely missed any games last year. He was really good, so he will be very serviceable, assuming that he fits what they are doing. So we're going to go with Freeling there. And if Lions fans want to tell me that you don't need a left tackle, I'm sorry. I wouldn't know. But I think that'd be an excellent pick until I'm corrected.
Yes. Okay. So I got the Vikings at pick number 18. And by the way, I'm going to start referring to this other random article from The Ringer as far as team needs go. Just try to get a second opinion. Because this one says they need running back. And I don't even remember.
That's fair. I mean, they have Jordan Mason... Right? Jordan Mason.
Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason. Yeah.
I'm not moved by that.
No, I mean, I get that. But I don't know if they would take a running back here, because this Ringer article says they need, defensive back, offensive line, and wide receiver, for what it's worth.
Wide receiver? Absolutely not. What?
I mean, I don't know. That's a good question there. So I don't know. Maybe this Ringer article isn't super reputable. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. If I look at their depth chart, just kind of like vibe check. I mean, they're set a quarterback. I mean, I don't know if they're like good set, but they have their quarterback. Running back is in, but again, I'm not sure. I guess the argument with receivers that their wide receiver 3 is Ty Smpson, which. Right?
So you got Justin Jefferson, you got Jordan Addison. TJ
I know, but maybe like later in the draft they get someone. Like, I'm not saying that they don't like need receiver, but I could see like, like if Jefferson gets hurt and if they both get hurt, like they're kind of screwed. So I see where it's coming from, but I don't think they'd go receiver here. I mean, I don't really know, honestly. Like, this is gonna be it's kind of tough. I'm just gonna do something boring. Do they even need a tackle though? They have Darathon O'Neal.
I don't think they really do.
He's set there. I mean,
I was gonna go Dylan Thieneman from Oregon here, but you took him at 12.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shoot, I don't know. The fans want Avion Terrell.
Oh yeah, corner out of Clemson.
He's still on the board. Avion Terrell, and they want him by far. I don't know if you've showed up there, but then
I don't know what that's all about. That's interesting.
And the fans really want a corner. Is their corner room that bad? I mean, it's Isaiah Rodgers and Byron Murphy. I guess it's okay, but
it could be Bird for sure.
I don't know. Jermod McCoy, you're a Viking.
No, I would like that for them. McCoy, you know how I felt about James Pierce Jr. last year, also out of Tennessee? He was once a top 10 pick and then for some reason just kind of fell. That's how I feel about McCoy as well. I think that he's still that caliber of a player. Just have to avoid the off-field problems. All right. McCoy to the Vikings at 18. If that happens, I like that a lot for them. Carolina, pick 19. What will I do for my team? You've taken my two of my top targets, and Kenyon Sadiq and Dylan Thieneman. I don't think that they make it here anyway, so that's oh well.
Right.
It's tough. So you look at the needs here. First off, I want to say center is not a first round pick need. We signed the guy from the Saints who will be an okay starter for us.
Yes.
So we're not spending a first rounder on a center. I don't care about that.
See, I want to test how reputable the Ringer says you need DB, edge, and receiver.
That's much better than this. It doesn't say anything about safety because that's a need.
Safety is likely the Panthers' biggest need, but they may need to leapfrog over Minnesota to get one round one. So it does say you'll need a safety.
Yeah. Like Thieneman is not expected to make it here. Caleb Downs should obviously be long gone. Some people have talked about Emmanuel McNeil-Warren from Toledo going here, which I don't know anything about him, but the fact that he plays for Toledo and is projected to go in the first round tells me he's probably going to be good, so I'd be okay with that. If we decided to go linebacker with CJ Allen, I would love that. I like my Georgia guy. I don't know that linebacker is as much of a need at this point since we got Devin Lloyd, but I'd be okay with it. I could see us going Jordan Tyson here. I could see us going Omar Cooper from Indiana. Honestly, this is the least I've known about what we're going to do in the draft in years. Last year, it was kind of like, okay, everyone is saying we're going to get Jalen Walker out of Georgia. Some people are saying T-Mac. I think it'll be T-Mac. I'd be happy with that, but I don't really know. Most years, I've had a pretty strong idea of what we're going to do. This year, it's if Dylan
welcome to the club. We're in the 20s, and it's just like whoever's there, right?
Right, yeah. It's kind of interesting, honestly. I like it because it means that we were decent. But
yes, for sure. Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of intrigue for me here. I don't know what we're going to do. We could go linebacker, we could go receiver, we could go safety. I think if Thieneman is here, he's the pick. I think if Kenyon Sadiq is here, there's a chance he's the pick. The way this has fallen, though, this is so tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is so tough. I'm going to say we don't go linebacker. CJ Allen will continue to fall a little bit. I'm going to say we're not going to go receiver for the third straight year in the first round. We're not going to do it. I'm gonna say we take Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I guess I'm gonna say that's what we do, and he helps out the secondary.
Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, you are a Carolina Panther.
The top fan selection is Caden McDonald, the defensive lineman out of Ohio State. No idea where that came from. Caleb Banks, defensive lineman from Florida. Absolutely not. Don't know where that came from. Denzel Boston out of Washington, the receiver. No, there are 2 better receivers on the board right here. I don't know what the fans are doing, bro. No.
Don't know what the fans are doing. Right. Well, I get both Cowboys picks because I selected 12 as well as this pick number 20. So 12, I got the safety Dylan Thieneman. And so I think they would go defense again. I think they are in a position where it makes sense for them to like load up on defense. I could see situations where Jerry Jones asserts himself as all crazy and like, oh, Jordan Tyson, everything like that. Even though I know that,
dude, that would be so nasty. That would be
but with Pickens, there's some like questions there. But I do think they go defense here. It's just about which player. I feel like, I don't know. I know what
I would do. The Georgia fan in me is screaming right now.
CJ Allen. Yeah, I'm gonna go CJ Allen.
Heck yeah,
Cowboys.
Heck yeah.
CJ Allen. I thought about an edge rusher, but it does seem like the linebacker makes a little more sense. I mean, it's fitting that they traded Parsons and they get the linebacker back. So maybe CJ Allen will be Micah Parsons and the trade will be justified.
He won't have the same immediate impact that Parsons had, in my opinion, because he's a young guy. He's going to have to grow and develop more than some other guys in this draft class. But also, he has the talent to get there. Like, he has the IQ and he can call out plays and lead a defense and everything. But it's going to take some time, in my opinion, for him to really transition into the NFL.
Yeah.
He's someone who he'll probably start slow and then really gain some momentum later in the season, and then next season will take a big step forward. So, CJ Allen, wherever you go, I'm rooting for you, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bio break. I'll be back in like 30 seconds, literally.
All right, great. I'll talk.
You can talk about the Steelers in solace, or you can whatever, but I'll be back.
All right. Daniel has left me all alone to talk about the Steelers. Actually, let me respond to Thomas, who says the Magic won against Detroit. That is pathetic. That is completely pathetic. That's the NBA for anyone unaware. That's the 8 seed against the 1 seed. That's not supposed to happen. In Detroit as well. Yeah, since your G League team beat them, your G League team is better than the Pistons. That is how that works. Yeah, that makes sense. For the record, we did a basketball predictions video. I have the Celtics going all the way, so I think they're better than the Pistons right now. Well, yeah. Back to the NFL mock draft, though. Steelers at 21. We're assuming that Aaron Rodgers is still going to be playing with them next season, although we've heard nothing about that, which is kind of shocking given that it's Aaron Rodgers. But kudos to him, I guess, for keeping quiet. Running backs is listed as a need. I agree with that. You're not taking anybody at 21, though. Nobody here. The other needs are guard and tackle, I guess. I guess you're not really looking to add to that defense unless there's someone who you just cannot pass up here. The fans want a receiver. Who have they got at receiver? They have DK Metcalf and... Oh, that's why they want a receiver. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And DK Metcalf isn't even that good at this point, right? Like, I think he was definitely overrated. Yeah, receiver makes sense here, and we've allowed Jordan Tyson to fall all the way to 21. I think that's logical, but also I can't really imagine that happening at the same time, Just doesn't feel right. This is the team that always... Everybody likes to project them to do something interesting, and then they go, oh, defensive line. Oh, we got a tackle. Oh, we're going to be boring.
Yeah, they just do the boring, Pittsburgh Steelers pick, yeah.
They do. Now, maybe that changes with, new coaching, but I'm going to say that they stay boring. I guess offensive line makes the most sense here. I don't know anything about Blake Miller. I don't know who that is. I'm going to skip over to Caden Proctor from Alabama. I'm surprised that he is supposed to go this low. He's another guy who was supposed to be a top 10 pick. I'm not even sure what happened. I thought he was good for Bama last year, one of the few bright spots on a team that really struggled. So Proctor to the Steelers at 21, I think is a fantastic pick.
Yes. Okay, so the Chargers have pick number 22. Now, I do think, so this one says they need receiver, guard, defensive, and what's DI? Inside divot?
Oh, that's got to be DL, defensive lineman.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
If it's an I, then defensive interior makes sense, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I see that, because I see DL and DI. Oh, that's weird.
Interesting. Defense.
Okay. defensive interior, I guess.
So they need someone on the defensive line, I guess. But also, I mean, they theoretically have their 2 tackles, but weren't they hurt last year? Which is why their
left tackle and right tackle
was so bad. Yeah, I wonder, like, I'm thinking about the fan selection by far is the Penn State guard who was taken like many picks earlier. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I mean, do they really need? Let me see, Chargers.
That does feel like the Jim Harbaugh thing to do, though. I get that.
No, that's true. I mean, like, because I remember, last year it was like, oh, they're going to take Malik Neighbors, but we took Joe Alt.
Right.
They have a decent receiver room. I mean, it's not world beaters, but like they have Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson. Yeah, I don't think Chargers are going to go receiver here.
You also got a young receiver in Trey Harris they drafted last year in the second round, I believe, and I think they believe in him.
No, you're absolutely correct. I mean, they can obviously go receiver later in the draft, but I don't think it's going to be here. It does seem like, I mean, I feel like they're going to go
really tempting for the record. Really tempting.
Oh, who's that?
Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson?
Yeah,
he is really still tempting. There.
I can't believe he's still on the board.
He's gonna fall to Philadelphia, isn't he?
Oh gosh, no! I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I guess he's a Cleveland Brown then. But yeah, I mean, well, didn't Cleveland already take her? Oh no, you took a tackle. Anyway, we're moving ahead. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be either tackle or either offensive or defensive line. I'm gonna go Caden McDonald actually. DI, whatever that means, from Ohio State. No real rhyme or reason or analysis behind it, but
it's a Jim Harbaugh pick.
It's a Jim Harbaugh pick, exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. That kind of came out of nowhere because I wasn't sure what you were gonna do. Honestly, I don't know what I would have done.
I was gonna do myself. All right, Jordan Tyson to Philly. Let's get it over with. Philly, he's gonna fall to Philadelphia, and then they'll trade AJ Brown.
Yeah, Philadelphia at 23. I guess a receiver does make sense because I do think they're gonna trade AJ Brown. And then at that point you do need a receiver, so Jordan Tyson makes sense, and he's a different type of receiver than Devonta Smith, right? At least I'm pretty sure. I hate it so much. Right. I hate it so much if that's what happens. The fans really want Kenyon Sadiq, which is interesting. Didn't Dallas Goedert return? And he's still pretty good. Also, we're doing 3 rounds, Sox or Thomas. So we're doing 3 rounds. Yes. We're trying to do it accurately, but
yes.
Yeah, the fans want tight end, edge rusher, guard, tackle. The fans want whatever, I guess. It's the Eagles. They can do just about anything. Because I believe that they will trade AJ Brown either during the draft or after the draft, at some point in the offseason. That would lead me to believe they go receiver here. That would be the logical thing to do. And I believe that Jordan Tyson is the best remaining receiver. I think he has the highest ceiling of all receivers in this draft class. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I feel like I have to go Jordan Tyson. You could see Omar Cooper go here as well, but I'll do it. I'll go Tyson.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I do hate that we allowed it to happen. We really let that happen.
Tyson should not be available at 23. He's far too talented to drop this far.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I have the Browns here. So the Browns got this. Oh, that's the Travis Hunter pick.
Right.
For what it's worth. I mean, not that really matters. I'm just always curious, like how these teams got their second. Like it's funny how it's like it'll be like Sauce Gardner or James Pierce or Travis Hunter is how they got. It's either like a new draft pick or like a veteran player, right? It's
right.
I don't know. Maybe you don't find it interesting. I find it pretty interesting. Yeah. Okay. No. So with the Travis, I think if you hadn't taken Jordan Tyson, I would have done that. But I do think the Browns need a receiver. I know you took a tackle for them, I think, earlier, which I think is solid, obviously. But I think a receiver here makes sense.
No, you took the tackle, actually.
Oh, I did.
I would have given them Carnell Tate at 6.
Oh, that's right. Because I took. Okay, no, you're right there. So yeah, I did take a tackle. So wow, so I have 2 Cleveland Browns picks. Figure. But I think a receiver for them makes sense. I mean, it looks like this Omar Cooper guy is the best one there. I mean, I guess there's Denzel Boston. Wow.
He plays for Washington. Okay, it's
Denzel Boston. Sense. There's Casey Concepcion, who
he's pretty talented.
Yeah, but it looks like the top receiver here is Omar Cooper. And no, I wouldn't put it past the Browns for them to do something weird here, but Omar Cooper is going to be a Cleveland Brown. And a receiver for Deshaun Watson to, overthrow.
Yep. Yeah, I like that a lot. Omar Cooper is someone who's recently kind of surged up the draft boards. He was someone who no one was really talking about during the college football season, even late in the season. And I told it might have been you, it might have been someone else. I was like, why is this guy not getting talked about? Like, he's making these insane plays. I probably sent you one of the plays he made, a game winner against Penn State. Like, it was absolutely disgusting. Like, he's super talented. I like a lot of these receivers, honestly. Cooper to the Browns at 24. I disagree because I think they go receiver at 6. So I would imagine they go guard or tackle here.
I got you.
The way I see it. But in this case, Cooper at 24 seems like an exceptional pick for them.
Sure.
Chicago at 25. I guess offensive line makes sense. Didn't they have a guy suddenly retire? So I would think
that's true. Their center retired.
Center retired. Yes. Yeah, center is the listed need. That makes sense.
The Ringer has edge, DB, so like secondary, and defensive tackle as needs. So like all these defensive needs.
Interesting. So Keldrick Falk would make sense. Avion Terrell would make sense. Cassius Howell, EJ Parker. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. I have no idea what the Bears are doing. Honestly, no idea. I'm gonna say, well, what is the Ben Johnson kind of thing to do?
It's the Ben Johnson thing to do.
Who did they take last year?
Was that not a Dunze, or is that the year before?
That was the year before. Dunze's going into year 3 now.
Oh, they took Loveland, the tight end.
Oh, right. That's right.
But they're set at receiver, though, obviously.
I mean, they should be. Should be. They got Luther Burden. They got Roma Dunze. Like, they should be pretty content with that.
DJ Moore, Hall of Fame receiver. Don't know. Oh no! They traded him.
He's gone.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, they could add a receiver to that room later in the draft, perhaps.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna reach a little bit. Only 7 picks. I'm gonna go Caleb Banks from Florida. I'm gonna say they go
Caleb Banks.
Yeah.
All right.
DI, whatever that is. I'm pretty sure he's the defensive lineman.
All right.
Bears fans, let me know if that's a good pick. I honestly don't know what you guys need exactly.
Bills at number 26 seems like this thing says they need guard, DI, LB, and safety. The Ringer says they need edge, linebacker, and receiver, which seems like they need receivers for years. But also they just trade for DJ Moore.
They still need a receiver.
Yeah, they
DJ
do
Moore's
need
not a number 1.
Yeah, they need reinforcements there for sure. I'm just not sure. I feel like here they did trade for Bradley Chubb. Hard to say what they'll do here. I'm gonna go.
They also went corner in the first round last year, by the way, just for the record.
They went corner, yeah, for whatever that's worth. I feel like they go edge rusher here, and I'm just gonna go Keldrick Falk here. I thought about Cassius Howell, but I wasn't sure. So I'll go Keldrick Falk to the Bills.
That seems fair. Very talented guy for sure.
Yep. For sure.
I've said that a lot during this first round. There are a lot of talented players. It's not.
Yes.
It's not flashy. Like, we were kind of talking about that earlier before the stream. Like, it's not getting hyped up much because there's only one quarterback that people really are talking about. We've known where he's going for, since the season ended. So, but there's a lot of talent from this class on paper. San Francisco at 27, haven't thought at all about what they're going to do in the draft. Well, they definitely, their needs are guard, tackle, edge rusher, and safety. They're not going safety here. I don't see 4 safeties going in the first round. Definitely not. Guard or tackle would make sense. Yep. Edge rusher, keep adding to that defense. I think that would make sense. And you got Bosa, and you have Michael Williams, who you drafted last year. The real issue with them is they don't stay healthy, so it makes it harder to project what exactly they need because you don't know who's going to go down.
Yes.
I don't know. Let me see what the fans are doing. They have receiver. I guess receiver is somewhat of a need, isn't it?
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. They signed Mike Evans though, and they have Pearsall going into year 3 already. Wow. I don't know. This is kind of tough to project.
Sure is.
Dang, man. I don't think they go receiver here. I'm guessing not. Well, okay, I'm thinking this is the first time I'm really thinking about them drafting a receiver. It kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Beyond Evans and Pearsall, they don't really have anyone, do they? Ayum
not
is
really. Right, Ayum is on his way out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sped on out of there.
Let me see. 49ers depth chart.
Jawan Jennings is still a free agent.
Yeah, Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, and Christian Kirk.
Oh, right. They signed Kirk, and he's a slot receiver for them.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Maybe they get a receiver later. I'm going to say they pass in the first round then.
Yeah,
Christian Kirk makes that much of a difference. Yeah, I hear it, guys. I hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They could go receiver. I'm going to say not. I'm going to say they go... This is weird. I don't have any vibes from them. I don't have a good feel at all.
Sure.
Tackle or edge? Tackle or edge? I'm gonna say tackle. They just went edge last year, so let's go Blake Miller from Clemson. I don't Miller. Know. Why not?
Aw, darn. Well, I was gonna take him, but it's fine.
I ruined the Texans
draft. Well, yeah. I mean, again, just like you, it's just like we pick in the late 20s, so it's just like whoever's there, right? And like honestly, I was telling you, like I heard rumors, like I think I saw something of like a rumor of like the Cardinals trading up with us to get Ty Smpson. How funny it would be. That's the second year in a row that we just trade out of the first round for that team to get their quarterback, which like I'm in favor of because I like having more picks and everything like that. But also if we just stick and pick here, I'm totally fine with that. So basically, this one says we need a running back, which I mean,
I was about to say, really?
I understand, like maybe we need depth, but when we traded for David Montgomery and we have, like we have Sheriff Woody Marks, who, I mean, he's okay, but I'm just not. Maybe we get a running back later, but I don't think in the first round. Also, center guard and interior defensive lineman, which checks out. According to the Ringer, we need offensive line, defensive tackle, and this surprised me a little bit. Corner.
Wow.
Which I think a third corner we do need. So we have Stingley and Lassiter, but like our third corner is some no name, like I don't even know, like Trayman Smith, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. So I mean, our secondary is really good, but obviously the depth could be improved. It's like Stingley and Kamari Lassiter as our corners, Reed Blankenship and Kalen Bullock as our safeties. Then our nickelback, NB, whatever that is, Jalen Petrie.
Yeah,
so
nickelback.
Like. Yeah. I was a little surprised to see corner as a need. Like, I feel like we need like receiver, honestly, or like tight end before corner. But yeah. And I thought about like, Concepcion here or something like that, but I don't think we go receiver here. Like, I do think we need receivers, but I don't think we're going to do that until
if someone really good later. Falls, like Jordan Tyson, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I think at this point, it just seems like it'd be a luxury pick.
Yeah, like wait until the second round.
I do think like, and it's like, theoretically, like, our tackles, like, I feel like a lot of people, well, let me see what the fans say. The fans say
get the Georgia guy.
Miller.
Get the Georgia guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, totally right.
I like Caleb Lamu from Utah. That could make sense.
We do need defensive end, but I really want to reinforce the offensive line, which I know like we did last year with Ariante Ursary, but I feel like the jury's still out on him. I'm just gonna take this Max guy. Max.
You gotta say the name. You gotta do it.
Well, okay, Max. Ehinakor, Max Ehinakor, you are a Houston Texan.
I mean, but you're drafting based on names at this point. You got Ariante last year.
Point.
So
I know we have Ariante and we signed Braden Smith as well, but they're not going to necessarily last. And who knows? Like, I mean, we just like I feel like at this point, our offensive line's still at the point. Well, just get guys in there. Like, I don't care that we have 2 starting tackles theoretically. Just get guys in there. We'll figure it out, right? Sure. So I'm just gonna go that guy as our pick.
Yeah, that guy out of Arizona State.
Exactly.
All right, sure. And how about Arizona State having 2 possible first rounders? That was not in my bingo card.
Go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And I get the Chiefs here. That's great. What did I do with them earlier? I honestly forgot. Delane, the corner out of LSU. So I had them go corner at 9. Don't know how I feel about that. Especially considering that Avion Terrell has fallen to them here. So like, yeah. Yeah, with looking back, maybe I should have given them a different player so they could get Terrell here, but obviously that's not how it works in reality. So edge rusher here, I guess, is the idea. Cassius Howell or TJ Parker would make sense. Let's see if anyone else notable is here. Not really, no. Yeah. No one I really care to move above these guys. The fans want to tackle, or the fans want Sadiq if he's here at 29. That would be interesting. That would make sense. Travis Kelce replacement. Akeem Mesidor is somebody the fans like. Christian Miller from Georgia. Mawagoa, Fano, Denzel Boston. I guess receiver is a need. I guess it
True.
Is. I don't. Is it though? Like, you got Rashee Rice. I don't like him personally, but he is a really good receiver. Xavier Worthy is your speed threat, I guess.
So the Chiefs, Rashee Rice is their 1, Worthy is their 2, and Tyquan Thornton, Baylor legend, I believe, as their 3.
He was serviceable for them, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He had some big plays. Yes, Baylor legend Tyquan Thornton.
Okay, I guess they could go receiver then. I could see it.
Yeah.
Since they already went defense at 29. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Because I if it were me, I would go edge rusher here. I like Cassius Howell enough to do that, but I don't know what they're thinking. I've heard the rumors of them trading up, and I still don't know why exactly. So that also, I'm trying to think in terms of that. Like, what is the mindset from the front office here? What are they trying? What are they trying to do? That would tell me defense is their main priority at this point. But I'm gonna go Cassius Howell from A&M. I don't know if he's their guy, Howell. But I think edge rusher makes sense. So Cassius Howell.
Yeah. All right, that makes some sense.
I guess
Miami at 30.
Miami
earlier
is their second pick.
Yeah, I forget who. I think you picked the guard.
The guard from Penn State.
Yes, the guard from Penn State. I mean, it does make sense. I'm not going to predict this. I don't think it would happen. It would be funny though if they had like signed Malik Willis and everything, and then they just draft Ty Smpson here. Like, that'd be the most Miami Dolphins thing at this point, right? Like, they don't even
again doing everything they can to set back Willis from success.
Right, yes. But I'm not picking here. I'm just pointing it out. Like, when it happens, this should be clipped and everything like that. Because I called it, even though I'm not actually predicting it. But I think, God, they need receiver help. And I know we took guard for them earlier, which I think makes sense. But, receiver, I guess it's either between Boston, Concepcion. I mean, those seem to be the clear two, receivers here. I mean,
I like Chris Bell too, by the way. He's a little lower than these guys. He's out of Louisville. Yeah. He's lower because of injuries, but he's very talented as well. Just putting that name out there because we'll pick him at some point soon.
Right. I think it's going to go... It's just a feel, and I also like the name better. Casey Concepcion is a Miami Dolphin.
All right. I don't mind it.
Is the wide receiver 1 by default because he's the first-round pick.
That's true. That's somebody you draft in fantasy football for sure because he's going to get 20 targets a game.
Yes, that's true.
All right, Concepcion is going to suffer as a Dolphin, but enjoy Miami, I guess.
Yeah, good place to live, theoretically, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. All right. New England at 31. Their needs, according to this site, are tackle, D-line, and linebacker. I would argue receiver is still a need. You signed Romeo Doubs. Great job. That's wonderful. I think that they eventually trade for A.J. Brown. We'll see if Deanna Rossini can help out by pushing the rumors further with her methods. Let's see.
I mean,
we had to reference it at some point.
Didn't she save someone's life? She's now a very moral person at this point.
I mean, hey, if she did, then that's awesome. Good. That's great.
Good. Yeah, it's definitely not some PR strategy.
I have no idea, dude. If that really happened, that's awesome, though.
That's true.
Also, just not noticing, we had A&M players go back-to-back here. Surely that doesn't happen,
really?
Right? Yeah, Concepcion and Cassius Howell are both A&M. That's kind of funny.
Yep.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just funny. Patriots fans seemingly want a tackle here. Monroe Freeling, sorry, long gone. Georgia guy's not here. They also want C.J. Allen, also gone. Sorry, Georgia guy's not here. Mesidor, gone. Their 4th pick is Caleb Lamu, the tackle out of Utah. I like him. I think that'd be a good pick here. Yeah, I feel like they would go offensive line, right? Like, their defense was really good last year, so if you're trying to get back to the Super Bowl, it seems logical to help out the offense instead of the defense when the defense wasn't really what let you down as much, right? Obviously, you gave up a lot of points in the Super Bowl, but, Early on, it was fine. It was just you kind of got worn down as the offense could never get going until it was too late. So I don't really blame the defense as much as the offense there. So I think offense makes sense. Yeah, I'll go tackle here. I'll go tackle. Caleb Lomu out of Utah. I like him. You have to scroll a little, just a little.
Sorry, wait, I wasn't paying attention. Which player was that?
Wow, Caleb Lomu out of Utah.
Caleb Lomu. Oh, him. Okay, gotcha.
Lomu. Okay. I don't know how his name's pronounced, honestly.
It checks out. I mean, for the obviously the offensive line was a problem for the Patriots in the playoffs. I think, especially.
Oh yeah, facing all the premier edge rushers.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, right. I mean, I guess it's going to be problematic either way if you face us, right? Okay, but
hey, Thomas, let us know what you think of that pick. You got the tackle from Utah, Caleb Lomu.
Seahawks at pick 32 says they need running back, edge, and secondary. The Ringer says they need secondary, edge, and running back. So basically that just in the same order. Different order.
Well, it's played out perfectly for them then. They've had a couple of talented corners fall here, and you've got TJ Parker, who's...
That's true.
I don't actually know much about him.
You got I mean, let's see. The fans want Brandon Cisse? I don't know. Who?
I think you pronounced it correctly.
South Carolina? Cisse? Something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, all the guys they want are ranked lower than the guys still available, so...
That's interesting. I mean... Don't really have, Avion Terrell here. Don't really have a rhyme or reason, but seems like a corner is something they could use. And
yeah, why not? That makes sense.
Avion Terrell. No, this is awkward because I think I forgot set to 3 rounds. I think it's just 1. So I'm gonna have to redo the picks if that's cool with you.
Oh goodness. Okay, well that's an excuse to recap the first round for everybody.
All right. Yes. Just give me 1 second. What? Wait. Hold on. No way. I've reached my daily limit. Can I just? No, can I just... Wait, is there actually a daily limit for this?
This is the first I have heard of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just going to close this out completely. PFF mock draft. Okay. It's closed out. What? Okay, surely I can go to incognito mode or something and just do it from here, right? Come on. Don't let me down. Okay. Yes, I solved it. Okay. Yeah, they're all like, "Ooh, it's your daily limit." Yes, Control N or whatever, and like, okay.
I had no idea that was a thing here. That's crazy.
Do all and 3 rounds. Yeah, it just didn't let me do it again. I mean, let me try one more time. It's completely closed out. PFF mock draft, and it says I've reached my daily limit. Subscribe and save 25%. Like, wow, what a deal. Okay, so it's at 3 rounds, and let's go ahead and recap the first round.
All right, I got the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza, in case you forgot about that one.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, you have David Bailey going to the Jets at 2. Yes. Arvell Reese to the Cardinals at 3. Jeremiah Love to the Titans at 4. Sonny Styles to the Giants at 5. Francis Mauigoa to the Browns at 6.
Yep.
Caleb Downs to the Commanders at 7. Carnell Tate to the Saints at 8, because you hate me and want them to get a good player, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. Mansour Delane at 9 to the Chiefs. Ruben Bain to the Giants at 10. He stays in the top 10.
Barely.
Olava Vega Ione to the Penn State guard to Miami.
Yes.
Someone let me know how badly I'm messing up his name. I'm sorry. It's a great name. Dylan Thieneman to the Cowboys at 12. Spencer Fano, the tackle out of Utah, to the Rams at 13. Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, to the Baltimore Ravens.
Kenyon Sadiq, yep.
The Bucks get Akeem Mesidor from Miami. Mekhi Lemon has to go to the Jets.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Monroe Freeling goes to the Lions. Jermod McCoy to the Vikings.
Wait, hold up. McCoy to the Vikings? I just want to make sure. He's okay.
Jermod McCoy in the corner. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, the safety out of Toledo, to the Carolina Panthers. I think I'm okay with that. CJ, I made the pick. I better be. CJ Allen, Georgia linebacker, to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Caden Proctor to the Steelers.
Caden Proctor, yep.
Caden McDonald to the Chargers.
Caden McDonald,
And Jordan Tyson to the Eagles.
Wait, Caden Caden McDonald to the Chargers. Oh yeah, that was defense. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, who did the Eagles get?
Jordan Tyson.
Got it. Yeah, of course they did.
Yeah. Omar Cooper to the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Banks to the Bears.
Caleb Banks, yep.
And Keldrick Falk to the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Miller to the 49ers.
Yep.
Max Ahinakor to the Texans.
Yes.
This was just a trick to make me say all the names, wasn't it?
No,
Cassius Howell to the Chiefs at 29.
That's a name you can say, yep.
Casey Concepcion to the Dolphins at 30.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Lomu to the Patriots at 31. And
Caleb Lomu, yeah.
And Avion Terrell to the Seahawks at 32.
All right. We are ready for round 2.
And I get the Jets. Oh, great. The Jets at 33. So, okay, I know we just recapped it, but I need to go see again who they've picked. You gave him David Bailey.
Bailey and Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah, you gave him Bailey and Lemon. Okay, so receiver and edge rusher addressed. So I guess corner would make sense. Unless they want to double dip at edge rusher, which honestly, I wouldn't hate it for them. They could be the Ty Smpson destination as well. In my opinion, I don't think he's going to be here. I think Arizona does trade up to get him, or the Rams trade up to get him.
All right.
Yeah, I don't get the feeling that Ty Simpson's going to the Jets. I think that they're planning to get a quarterback next year. They're going to clean house, wipe out the front office, and then draft a quarterback in the first round. The fans want the tackle out of Iowa. I've never heard of Ginnings Dunker. That is quite the name.
Ginnings Dunker. Imagine.
I love that. That is awesome.
It's a Hall of Fame name for sure.
Yeah. All right. The fans are all over the place here. Hey, Joel, welcome on in. How you doing, man?
What's up, Joel?
I appreciate that. Yeah, Reed Hornets. I was sad they lost. I'm glad. We were talking about that earlier at the start. It was an awesome game against Miami. That was one heck of a win, but too bad they fell flat against the Magic. Need to go get Giannis in the offseason. All right.
Sure.
Yeah, the Jets. I guess corner makes sense since you gave him an edge rusher and a receiver already, so logically corner. We'll go Colton Hood, I think. There's another corner I like. Brandon Sissy from South Carolina, assuming that's how you say that name.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Pons. I could see him going a little higher than he's projected.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know anything about Colton Hood from Tennessee. I only know about McCoy in that secondary. Yeah, let me reach a little bit, actually. I like Pons. This is kind of a personal pick because I like Pons more than these other guys. So I'm going to reach for the Jets and say they get Pons. D'Angelo Pons.
All right, reaching the cookie jar a little bit. D'Angelo Pons. All right, you are a New York Jet.
Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to ruin your career like that.
Yeah, right.
I hope for the best, though.
All right, I'll make it pretty simple here. This will be the Ty Smpson pick, which is pretty fitting. Like, because if you really think about it, if Ty Smpson doesn't go here, then where does he go? Because Tennessee's not going to take him. Obviously, not Vegas, not New York, not Houston. So he would really fall if And I know in real life there are going to be trades, but we don't have trades. So just make everyone's job. I mean, you could argue. I mean, I guess I could go chaotic and do something that's not Ty Smpson, but they're going to need a quarterback, especially Jacoby Brissett is sitting out because he wants starter money. Even though he went 1-11 last year, so I think he played pretty well. Just all things considered. But, I think he does deserve a raise. It's just about how much. But Ty Smpson, you are an Arizona Cardinal.
I got to get my Ty Smpson takeout one last time before the draft. I don't think he's going to succeed. I think the only way he has a shot is if someone like the Rams get him and he sits for a season or two behind Stafford and learns and then comes into a great system, that McVay system with all those weapons too. That's what he needs. If he ends up on the Cardinals, this is one of his worst case scenarios. He's going to start at some point, but this is not the team you want to go and try to start for, I don't think that his game is going to translate as well as some people believe. I don't buy with him. I like the guy though. I respect the heck out of his loyalty. He stayed at Alabama for years, waiting his turn to be the starting quarterback when everyone else is just abandoning their teams for money, right? So I've got great respect for the guy, but
that's good.
I don't think it works out. I'll root for him though.
Yep. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched the film enough. I'm not I'd have some qualified take, but I have heard that it seems kind of questionable if he's gonna succeed. And it's didn't he I don't know, wasn't it he was really good the year before, but then this past year he wasn't that good, he got hurt or something?
No, this past year was his first year as a starter.
Oh, maybe it was a different quarterback I'm thinking about.
Yeah, you might be thinking. I don't know who you're thinking of, actually. I was going to say Milroe, but I doubt that's who you're thinking of.
No, like, Seller? No, I don't know. But anyway.
I mean, I guess that fits a lot of this quarterback class, like Nussmeier, Aller, Beck, Klubnik.
Maybe it's Drew Aller I'm thinking about.
It might be. All these guys are supposed to go in the first round at some point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Ty Smpson of the Cardinals. Yeah, I think he's going to be a Cardinal. How, I don't know exactly, but I do think he will end up as an Arizona Cardinal.
That sounds about right.
Best of luck, dude. Titans at 35. Let's see. You gave him Jeremiah Love, right? And that's their only pick so far. So, offensive line, linebacker, edge rusher, all still needs. TJ Parker, projected first-round pick, edge rusher out of Clemson, still on the board, so that would be logical. I think Denzel Boston falling to the second round, that's also a logical selection for them. I think they still need receiver help, so I personally think that makes sense. The fans seemingly want defense with this pick, though. That's fascinating.
Interesting.
Okay, I guess the signs indicate defense in round 2 if they go offense round 1. So, hang on, is there anyone I really, really like here? Not really. I'll just take the projected top player then. TJ Parker, you are a Tennessee Titan. Hey, could be the Jets.
All right. Raiders. So obviously they took Mendoza round 1, pick 1. So really who's going to come in and kind of like help support him and everything like that. I think Denzel Boston here just makes too much sense.
Honestly, yeah.
As a Texans fan, I'd love for him to fall to us, but I gotta be realistic here. Because like I do think it does make sense to like, pair, your 1 overall quarterback with like a receiver and the high second round and everything like that. So like I don't really see, Denzel Boston, welcome to Vegas. I mean, they need a receiver. It makes sense. So, yeah, Denzel Boston is a Las Vegas Raider.
I mean, that pretty much worked out perfectly for them, didn't it? Like,
I think it did, actually, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
All right. And the Giants at 37, they've had some picks so far. They went with Sonny Styles at 5 and Ruben Bain at 10. So, really loading up on defense there. They still need so they address linebacker. They could still use a safety. I don't think there's really a safety available right now who would be worth picking at this moment. Like if you want to trade back and get a safety, sure. Or if you want to reach 15 picks for one, sure. This could be where they go receiver, maybe. I don't know. They need a guard too, I guess. And Emmanuel Pregnan from Oregon is here, and apparently he's pretty solid. I guess that makes sense. Sure. The fans want him. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go with that. That seems fine. I guess they could use some line help. Yeah, get somebody to help protect Jackson Dart, who is gonna get concussed anyway. But you might as well try to prevent that.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is our Laramie Tunsil pick. Because we traded Tunsil last year for a second, and obviously the Commanders weren't a good team, so this is like a pretty high pick, and I think this makes perfect sense. I'm trying to consider, because we have another second-round pick. Then we have another high third-round pick, which I think is also a Tunsil pick, as well as our normal third-round. Oh, no, our normal third-round pick's gone, I guess. Maybe that was part of the Tunsil trade. I don't know. Anyway, but I think Peter Woods just makes too much sense here. He's like there. He's supposedly first-round talent, and like as great as our defense is, we do need someone in the interior, and I think Peter Woods just fits right in there. If you had taken him earlier, I probably would have just taken Lee Hunter. So, Peter Woods, welcome to Houston.
I am so disappointed. The Georgia guy's right there, man. Dude. I don't know about that.
Oh, I forgot about. I didn't. I glossed over him, but whatever. Like DI, whatever that means. Just that's good for us.
No, I mean Woods is supposed to be the better player. But it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I personally believe otherwise, but you can call me biased if you want. I feel like I've been pretty reasonable with my Georgia guys, though. Like last year, I was down on Jalen Walker. I would have been unhappy if we took him at 8.
No, that checks out, yeah.
All right. Peter Woods to the Texans at 38, so they've addressed defensive interior and offensive tackle. It's a pretty solid start.
Yep. Solid, not bad.
Probably go center in round 3, maybe, if there's a good one there. I think Jake Slaughter from Florida would be good. Anyway, Woods, 38. The Browns at 39. So just to recap, they went Francis Mauigoa, the tackle out of Miami, at 6, and then we gave him a receiver, Omar Cooper from Indiana, at 24. So
yes,
all right, all offense so far. That makes sense given how good their defense is, right? So, do they burn kind of a luxury pick here and take a good available defensive player, or do they keep going offense? Given the needs on offense, I feel like it's reasonable to go offense again, right? Is there anyone that good though?
Makes sense.
Yeah, like we just kind of saw we've seen a lot of the guards and tackles already selected. That makes it a lot harder to justify it here. Let's see, interior. You'd have to reach a little bit to go with another guard. I don't know anything about that guard from A&M. Let's see, any tackles? Ginnings Dunker out of Iowa. I want to pick him just because of the name. I'm now personally rooting for him. Ginnings Dunker.
Oh yeah,
please be good.
Now is he gonna be a Cleveland Brown?
I don't have a clue. I guess doesn't make sense. Do they need a second tackle? Like they already took one tackle. I don't know what their exact needs are on that offensive line, so that makes it more questionable, I guess.
Wait, what's the name? Did you say Ginnings Dunker?
Yeah.
How far do you have to scroll, or am I missing him?
I didn't scroll. I went straight to the tackles, like filter positions. He's ranked 57th though.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I got you. 57.
Yeah, he's just the next, the highest remaining graded tackle. So.
I got you. No,
and a lot of these fan projections, he's just the next man up. I'm gonna give him a guard instead though, because that is listed as a need, and that's all I really have to work with. So Chase Besantis from A&M, I guess. Never heard of him honestly, but hopefully he's good.
Chase Besantis, is a Cleveland Brown.
Sorry, dude, that's rough.
All right. Who do the Chiefs get?
They've had an active draft so far, haven't they?
Yeah. They got
Delane.
They got Cash Howell.
Yeah, that's a good haul so far.
Yeah, Delane and Cash Howell. So that's 2 players on the defense. I do think it makes sense for him to go offensive line. I feel like they need someone primarily at guard, if I had to guess.
Do you think they could go receiver here?
I guess they could, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess Chris Bell is right there. But who's available? I mean, you just took a guard, so that kind of jumps me. But
true, yeah. Yeah, the Browns finally did something that affected the Chiefs.
Yeah, right.
Moving on up.
I mean, I guess the next guy is Kalen Rutledge is in the 70s, so probably not him. I mean, I guess. They currently have Josh Simmons, which didn't he miss a bunch of games last year?
He was their first round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I'm not sure what's up with him.
He's the left tackle.
Yeah. And then their right tackle is Jalen Moore, for what it's worth. I think here, the problem is a lot of these tackles and stuff are already
right.
Ginnings Dunker, you are a Kansas City Chief.
Sure. A player I was going to root for is going to go to a team that I'm supposed to root against. Okay.
Yes, totally.
He's going to bring back the Chiefs dynasty.
There we go.
All right. Bengals at 41. All right, what did we have them do? Oh, right. This is their first pick because they traded the 10th overall pick. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
You have a ton of needs and you still trade. Okay, yeah. So they need a guard. That's not happening here. The way this has fallen, absolutely not. Safety. Are there any good safeties available? You'd have to reach a little bit. I don't know anything about the remaining safeties except Michael Taffy, if that's how you say his name. It might be Taff. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but he's ranked 170. I think he's definitely a sleeper. He's a hard worker. He could definitely make an impact somewhere. But that's much later on. Linebacker is a need, isn't it always with them?
That's true, yes.
Rodriguez from Texas Tech. I like him. I think that someone should take a chance on him in the second round. Anthony Hill from Texas. He was, if I'm not mistaken, once upon a time a projected first-round pick. I have no idea what has happened for him to fall so far because I thought he was pretty good last year. So, actually,
Anthony Hill.
Yeah, out of Texas. He was supposed to go in the first round at one point. I don't really know what happened. He must have fallen off last season.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yep.
Yeah, I guess he was less productive. Maybe he dealt with injuries. No, I don't know. I don't know. What are the fans doing? They got him going with that safety out of LSU, AJ Halsey, who is. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, is Christian Miller here? Yeah, Christian Miller's here. That fits the need. We're going to do that. Christian Miller. Sorry. You're going to the Bengals.
Christian Miller is a Cincinnati Bengal. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, just like stock up on the defense.
It is supposedly a need.
Everything like that. Yes.
Really buffing up that defensive line.
So I took Carnell Tate in the first round. Let's see. So this thing says besides receiver, they need defensive line and linebacker. The Ringer says they need corner and linebacker. So, I guess that kind of checks out.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of Mansour Delane to the Saints hype. I did at one point anyway. So yeah, I believe they need a corner.
Right. Yeah, without looking too much into it, thinking too deeply, I'll take Jacob Rodriguez to be a New Orleans Saint.
No. That's somebody I'm rooting for. I don't want him to go to the Saints.
Right. Yeah, totally. Okay, well, yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. Miami, they've taken a guard, they've taken a receiver. They need help on defense, and they have not addressed defense. So that's probably what we're doing here, right? I'm surprised they don't have more needs listed, because I feel like they are a much more depleted roster than this site is letting on.
Yeah, it just says wide receiver, guard, and defensive back. Yeah, that's basically what the Ringer says too. Receiver, offensive line, and corner.
Yeah, we're going corner here. I just don't know which one. Colton Hood, Brandon Sissy from South Carolina, Keith Abney, Arizona State, Chris Johnson, San Diego State. Don't know about a lot of these guys, honestly. Actually, I don't know anything about any of these guys. Just yeah. I don't know. That's kind of tough.
I don't know.
I guess because I don't know anything about the players, I'm just going to go with the highest ranked one because I don't have much else to work with. So Colton Hood, you are a Miami Dolphin and probably their top corner by default. So congrats.
Great. All right. Now who else is going to get their careers ruined in New York? So they took David Bailey and Mekhi Lemon.
On paper, that's fantastic, honestly.
Yeah, it's actually, and D'Angelo Pounds at pick 32. So they're going to have 4 picks in the top 44, which is kind of crazy.
So they've addressed all of their needs so far except quarterback. So now they can basically just do whatever, right?
Yeah, right. Pretty much do whatever. I mean, like, I'm in favor, honestly, of like, let's see. So they've taken edge rusher already, edge rusher, receiver, and then corner. So, oh, they took receiver already. Yeah, I guess like it's just a matter. I mean,
are they depleted anywhere enough to double dip at one of those positions? Not receiver, since they have Garrett Wilson, right?
Yeah, I was wondering about like just taking another edge rusher here, honestly, like Zion Young, or
Zion
I
Young.
guess
he had 8 sacks last year for the Missouri defense.
And that's pretty good. I mean, for what it's worth. I mean, I guess
it looks like he improved a lot last season. He only had 3 sacks in 2024 and 2 in 2023.
Yeah, that's good. Jets depth charts. Want to see if there's any. They probably don't have any standouts on defense, but I mean,
they traded them all away.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I'll go. I guess I could do Lee Hunter, but I think Zion Young makes some sense as well. So Zion Young is a New York Jet.
All right. Sorry, dude. You had a promising career, I'm sure, but.
Yep.
All right. Well, have fun getting traded to Dallas in a couple years. The Baltimore Ravens at 45. What have they done? They had somebody good fall to them, right? They always do.
Oh, I did the tight end.
Oh, right. Yeah. I wonder if anyone else has done that yet. It might just be this channel. First time Kenyon Sadiq has gone to the Ravens. Surely not. Somebody's done it. So the Ravens still have all of their needs according to this site: receiver, center, guard, linebacker. It's probably too early to take a guard here. Honestly, if receiver's a need, it makes sense to go Chris Bell. But also, if you went tight end in the first round, like, are you going tight end and then receiver back to back, or do you have pressing needs elsewhere to address?
Up. Yeah, that's a good question.
You already got a pass catcher. Oh, that's kind of tough. I don't know if there's a good interior lineman available, then sure, but you would have to reach a little bit to do it. So according to this website, anyway, like. Jake Slaughter, the top center in the draft, in my opinion, would make sense if you're willing to take a center at 45. I don't know if he's good enough to go 45 or not. I don't know. Not that knowledgeable about him. He's not even the top center on the site anymore, apparently. But I think he should be. Yeah. Okay. Any good linebackers? Just have to check. Whatever. I'm gonna go Chris Bell to the Ravens. That would be a great pick for them.
All right, there we go. Really loading up on receiver or on just skill position, which is something the Ravens
kind of need it. Outside of the running back room, they need it.
Yeah. Let's see. The Bucks. I think we had them taking the edge rusher Akeem Mesidor.
Right.
Yeah, it does seem like so it says they need tight end, guard, edge, and linebacker.
Eli Stowers from Vandy.
Eli Stowers, maybe.
I don't know about that.
I'm trying to see what my website says: edge, linebacker, tight end. Eli Stowers. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we could do that. I'm gonna do something a little like R. Mason Thomas. You are a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
R. Mason Thomas. Wait, what does the R stand for? I'm kind of curious.
I don't know. Wait, R. Mason Thomas.
How bad could it be for you to not spell out the R in your...
I don't know. I don't know what R means. I have no clue. Wikipedia just says his name's R. Mason Thomas.
Surely not. Okay. All right.
Whatever, yeah.
I mean, now I have to know. I'm very interested in learning this.
No, I'm sure that's going to be, discussed. I'm going to leave you alone again for 30 seconds again. Sorry, I'll be back.
Confirming real quick, R. Mason Thomas to the Bucks.
Yes, R. Mason Thomas to the Bucks.
All right. And that brings us to the Indianapolis Colts. Let me see real quick what we did with them in the first round. Did they have a first round pick? No, they did not, because they went all in on Danny Dimes and traded their first rounders for Sauce Young. Sauce Young? Wow, Sauce Gardner. Good grief. I'm tired. So the Colts here at pick 47, they supposedly need a receiver, I guess, because you traded Pittman away. But you still have Downs and you have Pierce. So decent duo, but you don't have someone that's like an elite one. I don't think that's something you address here, though. That's a first round pick kind of thing. You need help on the defensive line. You need a linebacker. You need a safety. So I guess Lee Hunter from Texas Tech makes a lot of sense here, given that he's fallen this far. His rank is 39. His ADP is 42.9. So Lee Hunter to the Colts makes sense. So it's logical based on what we know. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I just wanted to miss the Colts' first pick. But you going Lee Hunter?
Lee Hunter, yes, sir.
Okay. Falcons.
They could use another quarterback.
Yeah, right. The Falcons. Oh, they didn't pick in the first round. That's right, because of So this is their first pick, right?
Right. Yeah, back-to-back teams making their first pick here.
Okay. Well, this thing says they need receiver, interior defense, linebacker, and corner. Let's see. The Falcons.
Some good corners here, supposedly.
There are some good corners. There's a receiver.
Oh, wait, what on earth? So look at the top fan selection here.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Eli Stowers?
You see it too? I thought that it was playing a
tight end, even though they have Kyle Pitts.
Are the fans that fed up with Kyle Pitts, who has been improving?
That's crazy.
Go ahead and trade Kyle Pitts away. I dare you, Atlanta. Do it.
Might as well at this point. Right. Shoot, I don't know. I think
corner receiver, I guess, based on how this has fallen.
Let me see. Yeah, it's possible. The Ringer says they need defensive tackle, linebacker, and receiver. feel like doing something a little random here, but I don't know what I would do though. I'm gonna do Jake Golday. Jake Golday from Cincinnati.
Linebacker out of Cincinnati. Okay. All right. Looks like he's got experience. Played at least 3 seasons at Cincinnati, so.
That's true, yep.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Why not? Looks like his best season was last season. Looks like he improved last season. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's good.
I hope you're terrible for the Falcons, but good luck. Maybe you'll get traded and I can root for you.
Yeah, there we go.
Vikings at 49. What did they do again? It's something that was... Oh, yeah, McCoy. Jermon McCoy, the corner in the first round for the Vikings. Let's see. Needs are running back, center, interior defensive line, and safety, according to the site. I guess you could go safety here. I guess. You're close enough to where you could take AJ Halsey, and I would understand based on the rankings here. Could we see another running back? Jadarian Price out of Notre Dame? Maybe. I don't know what they're thinking, though. I don't know what their plan is. The fans want a corner, though. The fans seemingly really want a corner.
Interesting.
They already got a corner, though, so I feel like we can't do that. So we'll go safety. We'll say that since they didn't go safety round 1, they go safety round 2. So AJ Halsey out of LSU, you are going to the Vikings, I guess.
AJ Halsey. All right. The Detroit Football Lions.
I love how this has worked out. I'm getting both of Carolina's first 2 picks, and you got both of Houston's first 2 picks. We didn't plan that.
No, that's true. Yeah, it just happened to be that way.
Awesome.
Lions took a tackle, Monroe Freeling, in round 1. I think you made that pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did.
So I do feel like, I mean, corner kind of makes sense. Like, isn't their secondary like pretty hit or miss? I mean, I guess they have some guys, but it's like Terrion Arnold and DJ Reed and like Rocky Sin is one of their back.
Yeah, I would find that to be uninspiring for sure.
Yeah, I think corner here makes some sense. They went tackle in the first round. Cisse, I mean, I guess he's fallen this far. I mean, Brandon Cisse, welcome to Detroit.
All right. Why not? Why not? Seems fair to me. Carolina at 51. I gave them a safety. I gave them Emmanuel McNeil-Warren out of Toledo in the first round. I'm going to have to do some more research on him, but I have a decent feeling, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that feeling's a feeling, right?
That's what we're going with. Pick 51, I guess we could go receiver, given that it's an option for round 1. It should be an option for round 2. I don't really like any of the receivers that are on the board right here, so I'm not going to do it. That's how it is.
All power to you.
Yeah. I don't think we would go with a receiver here either, based on who's on the board, because I don't...
Right.
We'd have to reach a little bit, and I don't think we've really shown interest in a lot of these guys. Chris Brazzell out of Tennessee could be interesting, but I, in general, try to avoid the receivers out of Tennessee. I feel like they don't really translate well into the league. Sort of like their quarterbacks. It's just that system that Heupel runs there at Tennessee. Bernard at Alabama. I don't know how I feel about him, honestly. Bryce Lance, honestly, just because we could have a Bryce to Bryce connection would be really funny. So I'd be okay with that for that reason. Looking down the list, by the way, Elijah Surratt at Indiana, he was their top receiver, not Omar Cooper. I'm pretty sure it was Surratt who is supposed to be more talented and the number one option. So I'm a little shocked to see him this far down the list of receivers. Zachariah Branch right behind him. Some people talk about him going in the first round. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. All that is to say, if we got them in the draft, I'd be okay with it. Like Surratt out of Indiana.
Yep.
I mean, what are we doing? He got 15 touchdowns last year. Like he was really good.
Oh wow. Yeah. Sounds good.
Who do the fans want us to take? Oh, the fans want Anthony Hill out of Texas. I'd be okay with that. I think he should be higher. Fans want linebacker. I like Surratt enough to go with Surratt here. It is a reach by 20 picks according to the site. I think the site is wrong. I think Elijah Surratt should be going higher than 72, 73. 51, I don't know what you think of that, but I'm doing it. Elijah Surratt out of Indiana is a Carolina Panther at pick 51.
Elijah Surratt. All right. I mean, that checks out. I mean, I feel like this like round 2, 3 is just going to start be just like random guys who aren't even like projected. Like, for some reason, they're not at the top or whatever. I'm
really confused about Surratt, though. Like, that's... At one point, he really was. He's the top guy in Indiana. He's supposed to go higher.
So, Packers... didn't have a first round pick because of the Micah Parsons deal. So this will be their first pick for what it's worth.
Okay.
This site says they need guard, interior defense, linebacker, and corner, which is interesting.
Wow. Very defensive heavy. I thought their defense was okay.
Yeah, I thought so too. But I think the idea is that once Micah Parsons went down, like it kind of collapsed. I don't know, but this website says they need edge, offensive line, and corner. So
wow,
I guess defense is a need. Let's see, Packers depth chart. I'm gonna look into that, see if there's any inspiration. I mean, like, I guess the receivers are pretty set. I mean, I know that's not the greatest room, but they're probably not going to take a receiver. I mean, obviously. Yeah, I can see how that's the case because outside of Micah Parsons, they don't have too many like super household names. They have Xavier McKinney, who's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But otherwise, like Javon Hargrave, I guess is okay.
Sure,
but
solid.
Yeah, he's solid. Let's see. Just trying to see if there's Gabe Jackas. He looks like he improved. He had 12 sacks last year.
I've never heard of him before, honestly.
Yeah, from Illinois. Joshua Josephs. Not that high on the sack numbers. Who knows? Derek Moore. Denise Sutton. I feel like I'm nitpicking a little bit. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna go just because I feel like. Let's do the. Let's do Gabe Jacot. That's gonna be my pick for the Packers.
Okay, out of Illinois, the edge rusher goes to the Packers.
Yes.
All right. Sure. He probably wanted to go to the Bears, but sure, he'll play for the rival Packers.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that works. He'll go back to a Chicago or wherever they're relocating to twice a year.
Yeah, the Indiana Bears.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I get the Steelers again. Great. What did I even do with them? I was nice. I give them a decent pick. Caden Proctor at 21.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sure. So they still need a quarterback. I believe Aaron Rodgers is going to return. I don't think that they address a quarterback here. I don't even know why you would. You have Will Howard, who you drafted last year, and I think I think the idea is to continue developing him beyond Rodgers and then see what he has as like a kind of a transition year type of thing. Could be way off on that. I don't know. You need a running back. I wouldn't hate Jadarian Price going here out of Notre Dame. I think that makes sense. I don't know if the Steelers are going to do it, though. Guard and tackle. You already went with a tackle. Are there any good guards here? What are the fans doing? The fans want Ty Smpson. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. No. That checks out.
Number 2 option is Dylan Thieneman. Nope, he's not making it past 19, in my opinion. Keith Abney is somebody they like. Do they even need a corner? I thought they had a pretty good corner room.
I thought they had a decent one, too.
Joey Porter Jr. is on that roster still. Very good corner. Who else do they have? Shoot.
Is it Ramsey?
Do they have Jalen Ramsey?
I mean, I think they did last year.
Because of the Minka trade.
I'm checking. Joey Porter and Jameel Dean.
Oh, yeah.
And Jalen Ramsey
Tampa,
as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they don't need a corner here. I don't know what the fans are doing with that.
Right.
Honestly, the way I think it's really logical to go running back here, you let your best running back on the team last year leave, so you're just left with Jalen Warren, who is fine, uninspiring. He's somebody you want as your number 2 option, though. So let's go, and let me pull up his stats, actually. Jadarian Price, he's not going to wow you with the stats because he's the number 2 option behind Jeremiah Love, but he was a pretty reliable guy. 670 yards last year, 740 the year before. 11 touchdowns last season. I'd say that's pretty impressive when you're competing with Jeremiah Love for touches.
Pretty good. Yep.
We'll go Jadarian Price, I guess.
Jadarian Price.
Sure.
Pittsburgh Steeler. All right. The Philadelphia Eagles. They took the receiver, Jordan Tyson in the first round. Let's see. I think otherwise,
do they need a corner? Because we've let a supposedly good corner fall this far. I don't know a thing about Chris Johnson.
True.
But, yeah.
Eagles. Yeah, it says, so this one says they need a receiver, which we already addressed.
Right.
Tackle, edge, and safety. The website says they need tackle, edge, and receiver, which obviously we addressed. So, like, I guess between, like, tackle or, I don't know. You asked if they need a corner. Let me see who they have. They have Quinion Mitchell and, Cooper DeJean.
Oh, yeah.
And Reek Woolen. They got Reek Woolen? I didn't realize that.
I forgot about that. Okay, so drafting a corner would definitely be a luxury here.
Yeah, it would be for sure. Yeah, I guess this is really just about I feel like I'm gonna go I'm gonna do a tackle from I'm gonna do Caleb Tiernan from Northwestern. Seems like that'd be a Philly Eagles pick. I don't know why, but Caleb Tiernan,
never heard of him. That's interesting. Northwestern guy. All right, cool. He's a Philly Eagle. He's probably pretty happy about that. He looks like an
Eagle. Like when I Google him in his photo, like he looks like a Philadelphia Eagle.
All righty. Chargers, they went interior defensive line in the first round with McDonald. They still supposedly need a receiver, guard, and safety. I say supposedly because I don't really think receivers that much of a need. But
right. Yeah.
Could be wrong. Let's see. Let me look at who's available here. Yeah, they went defense first round. I guess interior makes sense. I think they could use a better center, right? Actually, could you check their depth chart? Make sure we know who their center is. I think they may have moved on. They had Bozeman at some point, and he's not good, unfortunately.
Yeah, their current center is Tyler Biadasz.
I don't know how good he is.
Yeah, it's hard to say, too.
Ugh. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, so I can't in good faith give them a center. Who are their guards?
Their guards are Trevor Penning and Cole Strange.
Yeah, they could use some guards.
Former first-round picks that were questionable, I think, if I remember correctly.
Penning was supposed to go round 1, but no one ever really thought he'd be that good. Like, I was not at all moved when the Saints took him. Cole Strange, he was supposed to go in the 3rd round. Like, teams were laughing when Belichick took him in the 1st round.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, so guard would make sense. I guess that's what we'll do. Keelan Rutledge from Georgia Tech, you are a Charger? Whatever.
Keelan Rutledge, all right. Yeah,
all right.
That works.
Sure.
All right. This is Jacksonville's first pick, I believe, because of the Travis Hunter trade.
Wow, they've had to wait a while.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Price you paid would be good, I guess.
Yes, and all that for just a corner with pick 3, which is crazy. But okay. So the Jags. This thing says they need a tight end, defensive line, and linebacker.
Their fans really want a safety here. Look at that.
Really interesting. They really want the guy who the Panthers took. That's the guy, right?
Yeah.
Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Interesting. So, yeah, the website that says they need defensive tackle, linebacker, and corner. I guess I thought their defense was good last year. I guess there's just some positional needs.
They lost some guys, though, right? Like, Devin Lloyd being gone is pretty big.
That's true. I guess they did. Let me see. Jaguars depth chart. Yeah, I remember Devin Lloyd was the guy I didn't remember. I was like, was he a Buck at some point? And y'all were making fun of me. It's like, yeah, he doesn't remember his division rivals.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's quite funny. I mean, their edge seems pretty good, though. They still have Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, Eric Armstead.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess, I guess it would make sense to try to replace Devin Lloyd, or it's Devin Lloyd, right?
Yeah, it's Devin Lloyd. Okay.
So it's Devin. Who's the Devin that was on the Bucks? It was Devin
Bush,
like
White.
No, Devin White. Yeah, Devin White's who I was thinking about. So anyway, I guess
Josiah Trotter, maybe.
I'll just go best linebacker available. Josiah Trotter.
I wonder if there's any relation to Jeremiah Trotter.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
I have no idea. I don't know anything about this guy.
Yep.
All right, I get the Bears. I had them in the first round, and I gave them Caleb Banks, and I did not know how to feel about it. I still don't know how to feel about that. So, Bears fans, I'm sorry if I screwed that up for you. Yep. Let's see. They need a center, and honestly, at pick 57, I feel like you're not reaching too much to grab a center here. Just they're devalued.
Sure.
I know the website says Connor Lew is the top center, and then Sam Hecht from Kansas State. I like Jake Slaughter a little bit more, and I'm saying this as a professional Florida hater. Okay, not professional, but I'm really good at hating Florida. Sure. So I'm gonna say Jake Slaughter goes to the Bears. Wait, actually, hang on. I have to rethink this.
Okay.
Because I gave them a Florida player in the first round. Can I give them 2 Florida players? Is that really a thing that would happen? I don't know, man. I got to think about it now. I know that sounds dumb, but like I'm trying to be accurate, and there's no way they do that, right?
We've taken 2 Iowa State receivers once upon a time.
That's true.
Same school and same position. So I mean, you could. It's feasible. It's possible.
No, we're gonna go Connor Lew out of Auburn.
Connor Lew?
Yeah.
Connor Lew. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Picking players from different schools. Yep.
The San Francisco 49ers. So Blake Miller was the round 1 pick at tackle.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're kind of hard to guess.
I don't think receiver here is like insanely crazy.
No.
Although I feel like, maybe they should load up on their defense a little bit. But again, if McCaffrey goes down, their offense. Well, I guess they got some receivers, but let me see who's on their 49ers depth chart. I might go corner here.
Yeah, it just depends
their corners are Lenore, Renardo Green, and Upton Stout.
Upton Stout played really well for them last year, stepping up.
Okay, yeah.
Lenore they really like too.
Yeah, I mean that could be kind of luxury.
I mean, I would still view it as somewhat of a need. Like at pick 58, especially. Like I wouldn't mind that for them.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Chris Johnson here at corner for San Francisco.
Great value according to the website. I've never heard of Chris Johnson. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no real opinion on that, but
yes,
website says he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get Houston. Oh,
Houston.
You can have it. You can have it, and I'll just take the next 2.
No, you can. I want to see who you pick.
Okay, no pressure.
I guess. Well, I mean, you're gonna get both my Houston picks, right? Because we also pick at 69, which is also an odd number. I mean, I guess let's go with it, right? I mean, I had the earlier picks anyway, so you can just have 59, 69. Then we'll just see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, you already got a tackle. You got interior defensive line. Running back is a need. I wouldn't take a running back here. I don't. No, you can do that later.
Yeah.
Maybe circle someone like Le'Veon Moss out of A&M, Jaden Ott out of Oklahoma, Emmett Johnson from Nebraska just later on. Yeah, that's not something you addressed yet. I'm thinking center. I think center makes it because that's a need, right? Like as a fan, I know the website can be wrong sometimes, but it says center's a need. You would say that?
Yeah, I think so. I forget. Yeah, center has been a big problem for us. It's Jake Andrews. I think last year was like Juice Scruggs, and he was terrible. So I do think we need a center, definitely.
Okay, this is the Jake Slaughter pick. You get Jake Slaughter. He gave up 1 sack last year, 1 sack in 24, and 2 sacks in 23. Been really good for a pretty bad Florida team. So.
Jake Slaughter. Wow, what a name! Like, our offensive line is gonna have Ariante Ursary. It's gonna have Max Ehikanor, and then it's gonna have Jake Slaughter. Like, sign me up for that.
Jake Slaughter is the name you want your center to have. Honestly,
exactly. I want to see what does he look like. Jake Slaughter. Oh, and he looks kind of. Look at his glasses in these photos. He looks so nerdy. Actually, like he looks like a 4.2 GPA student. But there's also a cool picture of him with a fish. Okay, no, he looks like a Houston Texan. I can see it.
Nice.
Okay, the Chicago Bears pick 60. I believe this is the DJ Moore pick. For what it's worth.
Yeah, that's a late pick.
Right. So they took Connor Lew a few picks earlier, the center, Caleb Banks. I mean, feels like, am I crazy to go Jeremy Bernard here, the receiver? I mean, seems like he's just been here for a while, and I think Ben Johnson wouldn't mind another pass catcher. So
he went for 860 yards and 7 touchdowns last year in Alabama's offense.
Yeah, I mean that was 862 yards. Yeah. Okay, well, Jeremy, whatever you pronounce it, you are a Chicago Bear.
Yeah, I think it is Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Jeremy, gotcha.
He goes to the Bears. He'll compete for passes in an offense that features Colson Loveland, Roma Dunze, and what's his name, Luther Burden. Yeah, that would be interesting. That might be a fit.
Could be, yeah. Who knows?
All right. Okay. And the Rams at 61. What have we done with them so far? They picked in the first round for the first time ever, it feels like. Spencer Fano at 13. Right. And they haven't picked since then, have they? Okay.
Right.
All right. So they could go receiver since that's apparently a need. Fans really want a corner here. Like overwhelmingly want a corner.
Yep.
Like 70%. And Keith Abney is right here. So I think that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Why not?
Keith Abney is a Ram?
He is a Ram.
All right. The Denver Broncos. Have they not picked yet? Or
I think this is their first pick. They traded their first rounder for Waddle.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. See, that's
receiver is still listed as a need.
That's funny.
I mean, I get that.
Okay. The fans really want Anthony Hill, by the way, which is pretty interesting. But
I don't know about that.
Broncos depth chart. Yeah, PFF says they need receiver, tight end, interior, and linebacker. I mean, I guess. Let's see. If
you go receiver, by the way, Brazel would make the most sense for that offense because he's more of a speedster.
Brazel, yeah. Okay, the Ringer says they need running back, linebacker, and tight end.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Harvey is their running back, but he was okay.
J.K. Dobbins as well.
Oh, right. That's right.
I don't know. They do. Their tight end's Evan Ingram. I'm not sure.
But see, he's a tight end who basically is only a vertical threat, right? Like he doesn't do very well blocking, and he wasn't very good last year,
right? Yeah, I'm gonna do Eli Stowers for them actually.
Interesting.
That's what. Yeah, Eli Stowers. Welcome to Denver.
Yeah, seems fair to me. We got New England at 63. I think I gave him Caleb Lomu in the first round out of Utah, the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Their supposed needs are now defensive line and linebacker. The fans want R. Mason Thomas. Nope, gone. Akeem Mesidor, long gone. Good grief. All the guys they want actually are gone. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got to get creative here. I can do that. You can do that. Yeah, we got this. Pulling up the offensive linemen who are available because I feel like that's probably reasonable. You'd have to reach though. Like the next highest ranked lineman is a center out of Kansas State who's ranked 84th. So you have to reach just a little bit. And when there's a lot of value on the board right here, maybe you shouldn't do that. I do wonder if they could go receiver here. You're drafting a guy at 63. You're not expecting him to be number one. And I do still think they get A.J. Brown at some point in the offseason. So he's their one. Dobbs is their two. I think Brazel, I know I'm not pro Tennessee guys, but as a 3 in that offense, as a speedier deep threat, I feel like that would make sense. I think I'm thinking of the right guy. I think he's a speedier threat. I could be mistaken, though. I know he burnt the Georgia secondary a couple times last year. That sucks. Yeah. I'll go Chris Brazel to the Patriots. Maybe an unexpected pick, but it's what I'm doing.
All right. Seems fair enough. The Seattle Seahawks. So their first pick was the corner Avion Terrell. I think running back feels like it makes some sense. It's just that are we reaching too far for someone like Mike Washington? I mean,
Washington is supposed to be pretty good from what I've heard. He ran for 1,000 yards in a high-powered Arkansas offense last year.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, he's improved every year. 6.4 yards per carry. That's actually kind of crazy. I don't know if it's that crazy for college, but that's pretty good.
I would think that's pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah, no, go Mike Washington. Mike Washington to Seattle, and
that's against like top tier SEC talent every week too. Like all jokes aside about how good each conference is, like the SEC is stacked with 5-star recruits who are
that's true. Yes,
talents. The Big Ten is currently the best conference, though. Just put that out there.
Right. There we go.
Seattle gets a running back at 64, and on to round 3, the Cardinals. They got Ty Smpson in the second round, and in the first round, they Arvell Reese. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So they got linebacker, they got quarterback. So here, the remaining needs are tackle and interior defensive line. Yeah. I don't know what to do with that, honestly.
Right.
Because we have to reach a little bit, just a little bit, I guess. Dominique Orange out of Iowa State. That is quite the name. Gotta say, Dominique Orange.
Dominique Orange. Yep.
I like that. I'm learning a lot of names tonight, and it's pretty fun.
That's fun. Yes, for sure.
You know, I'm gonna do that. I like that name enough that he gets to be, or not gets to be. He has to be an Arizona Cardinal. So Dominique Orange.
Okay.
Good luck in red.
All right. Yes, this is just gonna be for me. Just like, what's a relative team need, and then what's a cool name.
Pretty much.
So I think the Titans. I think so. It was Jeremiah Love with the first pick, and then I think you took a defensive player. Yeah, TJ Parker. I do think they'll go receiver at some point relatively early in the draft. So I think this is going to be a logical receiver pick.
What
so I guess
kind of
really
receiver?
Between Skylar Bell, Bryce Lance, or Antonio Williams.
You could go Branch too if you want, like
Zachariah Branch. Yeah, I mean, does feel like.
But it's what kind of receiver do they need in that offense? You know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they
don't
have
need a slot because they got Wan'Dale Robinson, right?
Yes, I feel like he's more. Is he more of a deep threat? I actually don't know. I don't know the profiles of. Like,
I've heard people say Wan'Dale is one of the best slot receivers in the league, so that's just.
Oh, he's more of a slot. Okay, yeah. So like, let's see. Skylar Bell really shot up. He had 1,200 yards last season.
13, yeah, he was ridiculous with and the quarterback at UConn only threw like 2 interceptions or something ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I guess Skylar Bell's the best one available. I'm glossing over these stats. I know the stats don't necessarily tell everything with like conferences and stuff, but yeah, Skylar Bell, you're a Tennessee Titan. Good luck.
I had to check his quarterback's stats, by the way. He threw for 28 touchdowns and 1 interception at UConn. Might be a little bit of a sleeper. Like if you go a whole season with 1 interception, like that's definitely worth looking into.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, Skylar Bell out of UConn, definitely a sleeper. Yeah, makes sense. Might as well.
Yep.
To the Titans. And the Raiders have the pick that comes after pick 66. Yeah, I'm not saying it. Not on this channel. No brain rot here. Fernando Mendoza obviously was the first overall pick here. Denzel Boston, receiver, went in the second round. Yes. Yeah, so pretty successful draft so far. They still need tackle, interior defense, and safety according to the website. The fans want receiver here, but we already did that.
Yes.
What do we do? Are there any good tackles? You'd have to reach quite a bit for a tackle here. So that would tell me safety or interior defense. Safety, you have to reach a little bit, but not as badly. Interior defense, all right, we'll do that for the sake of not reaching, because whatever. Grayson Halton, you are a Raider. So
Grayson Halton, all right.
Sure.
The Philadelphia Eagles, we did Jordan Tyson with their first pick, receiver, and then and then the tackle, Caleb Tiernan. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be
easy, right? Edge rusher.
Sure, yeah.
Just because it's a need and it's right there.
Yeah, Malachi Lawrence. Yeah, sounds good to me. Malachi Lawrence, welcome to Philly.
All right. That's right. I get another Houston pick. I gave you Jake Slaughter, and you took a tackle, and who else? A defensive interior?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, you got the guy. Who was that?
The hard to pronounce guy or the other one? Yeah,
the defensive guys who I'm trying to. Peter Woods, right?
Peter Woods, yeah,
that's right. Okay. So I feel like you wouldn't go offensive line again, right? Since you've already done it twice.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
this
at
could
that
be.
point,
This might be a running back spot. I would have been interested in Mike Washington for you guys here if he was available, but he's not.
I will say I think we need receiver depth. For what it's worth. Well, I guess we have the not Ohio State. Iowa State guys. Nico Collins, Jaden Higgins, Tank Dell.
Yeah, you have depth. It's just that you don't really have. Like, you need somebody to improve, right?
Yeah, we need players to improve, but I mean, also like, yeah, if we're down with injury, because like that was also a problem in the playoffs. I think besides, we'll see. Obviously, CJ just combusted, but like on top of having no offensive line, we didn't have anyone to throw to, so receiver would make some sense. But also, you could see. I mean, like I said earlier, we theoretically need a third corner, so like taking a corner wouldn't be super crazy. But yeah, I'll let you make the pick.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to go running back right now. I want you guys to get Emmett Johnson later, though. It's far too much of a reach to do it right now, based on the website. Although he ran for 1,450 yards last year, so I don't know what's wrong with him for him to be ranked so low. 1,450 yards and 12 touchdowns, kind of ridiculous. Helped revive Nebraska football. You have a corner right here you could take in Keontae Scott. I don't know if he fits your offense exactly, so it's a hard pick to make.
Corner wouldn't fit the offense very well.
Oh, yeah. I meant your defense. No,
I got you.
You could go receiver. I don't know anything about Bryce Lance. This is the first time I've seen his name, but back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons for him.
Mm-hmm.
Who are your starting receivers?
17 touchdowns in 2024, by the way. That's kind of crazy.
Dang, yeah. Good grief.
I mean, whatever, but I just saw that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. You got Nico Collins, and then who's your two?
Jaden Higgins, I think.
Yeah.
Let me see the order. Yeah, it's Nico, Jaden Higgins, then Tank Dell, which, I mean, who knows?
Okay.
Ben Hutchinson, Jalen Nolan, Justin Watson.
Right, Tank Dell does return. I was going to say maybe I give you Branch to kind of take over the Christian Kirk role in that offense a little bit. I think they're somewhat similar. That might be a bad comparison. I think Branch is probably a little shiftier. Sure. But if you have Tank Dell returning, I don't know that I want to do that. How good is Antonio Williams? He fell off, so I don't feel good about that. Deion Burks was supposed to be really good, and then he was just fine. Yeah, I don't like any of these receivers enough to do it.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah, the fans want running back.
Yeah, right.
You're good on edge rushers for sure, so can't do that. Yeah, you're sure you definitely need another corner, right? Like just a third corner would be good.
Yeah, because like we have Stingley and Lassiter, but I think literally we're starting Jalen Petrie as our nickel. It's nickelback is like a corner, right?
I think so.
And Jalen Petrie is technically a safety, so like I think we could use another corner. Like it wouldn't be a bad luxury pick.
Gotcha. So Keontae Scott or Traden Stukes. Stukes looks like he's statistically been better. Yeah, he had a really good season last year. Yeah, he has the better stats, but Keontae comes from the better defense. I don't know.
It looks like Keontae got targeted more, but I don't know.
Okay. I'll give you guys Keontae Scott, I guess. Like it probably doesn't really matter, but
yeah, it probably doesn't really matter. Man, that's fine. That's cool.
It seems logical to take the guy from the better defense, right?
Yes,
I guess
definitely. Yep. That checks out. All right, let's see. The Browns, we did a tackle, then we did wide receiver, and we did guard. So I feel like those just make sense. Like a lot of averages to just do like a defensive player here.
Yeah, the fans want a corner here, apparently. So
interesting for what it's worth. I mean, Traden Stukes is right there. Yeah, I guess we'll appease the fans. Traden Stukes is a Cleveland Brown.
Sounds good. Washington, I feel like they haven't done anything that impressive so far, have they? Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. They got Caleb Downs at pick 7. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yes.
What did they do in the second round?
They don't have their second round pick. Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, the Tunsil trade. Okay, so this is their second pick of the day. I guess they could go receiver then. I guess that's probably the play. All right. Bryce Lance, good luck.
Bryce Lance, welcome to Washington. All right.
Oh, that's who the Bengals were gonna take. Oh no.
Yeah, right. The Bengals. This is just purely a names game at this point.
Yeah.
Romelio Height.
Who? Out of Texas Tech. Oh, that's an awesome name.
Romelio Height, welcome to Cincinnati.
He got 9 sacks
last year. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty not bad.
It's pretty
42 hurries. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, what can I do to the Saints? All right, they got Carnell Tate in the first round, and then in the second round, Jacob Rodriguez. Right? Yeah, you've given them good players. That's great.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Right. Of course, always.
So I guess defensive line is their remaining need. Darrell Jackson Jr., I don't like you anymore. Good luck. That's my way of saying he's a Saint.
Okay. All right. I don't have Kansas City taking Anthony Hill, then everyone's like, "Oh
no, come on, dude!" He just had to make it to 83. Are you serious?
Bomber. All right, Miami, you're on the clock.
Do they even need a linebacker? Why?
I don't know. But
bro, Kyle Lewis is there. Give him Kyle Lewis, not the guy I wanted.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, I'm gonna check his stats real quick just to see if he fell off or something, because I don't understand why he's slipped so far in the draft. He only played 10 games. Maybe he dealt with injuries.
That's possible.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Well, he's gonna be a steal somewhere, from what I understand. I could be wrong. I'm not an actual expert. I mean, I'm probably better than Mel Kiper. But all right, Anthony Hill here to the Chiefs, and then the Dolphins at 75. What have we done with them? They've had a meh draft, it feels like. Colton Hood, the corner out of Tennessee, and then Casey Concepcion in the first round, as well as the guard from Penn State. Okay, so they've actually addressed all of their needs. That's solid. I respect that. Let's just have him double dip at corner or receiver. I could give him a receiver here. They got Concepcion. Yeah, let's give him another receiver because they should help out Malik Willis. Let's give him Zachariah Branch. Why not?
Zachariah Branch? All right. Yeah. There we go. Malik Willis getting some guys to throw to. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I think this is my first time picking them.
Yeah.
So you got them.
I gave him Price, the running back. And Proctor.
Oh, you got them of running back. That's right. I'm going to go Kyle Lewis from Pittsburgh, because why not?
Kyle Lewis from Pittsburgh. Yes, them picking a player because he's from Pittsburgh is something Pittsburgh would do.
That is on brand, yes.
All right, yeah, take another linebacker that I might have wanted. That's great. Thank you.
That is so
You're
perfect,
really making pick 83 less valuable for me.
Yeah,
You know, pick 83 is supposed to be super valuable, right? I mean,
yeah, totally. It's worth a lot.
Yeah. Okay, the Bucks at 77. Let me see what they've done. Our Mason Thomas, the edge rusher, and in the first round it was Akeem Mesidor. Why did we give them 2 edge rushers?
Oh, we gave him 2 edge rushers?
Yeah, I gave him Mesidor, and then you gave him Mason Thomas. That's kind of funny.
Oh, well, okay.
Should we triple it?
That pass rush? Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, give him another edge rusher just because.
Why not?
It is a need, so like, it's a premium position. Meh. Let's go Max Clare from Ohio State, since they apparently need a tight end, and he's pretty talented from what I remember.
Yeah, seems like it. All right, the Indianapolis Colts. They didn't have their first round pick, so they just got Lee Hunter, I think, the defensive interior. I do think they need receiver.
Yeah.
So just because I think like Adonai Mitchell's their wide receiver 2 or something like that.
No, because he was in the Sauce trade, right?
Oh no, that's right. I was thinking about the Jets.
Yeah, the Colts have Downs and they have Pierce, and then they traded away Pittman, so they don't really have anyone notable as their 3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Nick Westbrook-Akine. Right. Okay, that's right. So they could still use.
This is a good spot for a 3.
Yeah, I think like we'll do Antonio Williams here.
Williams out of Clemson. He was supposed to be really good last season, but then fell off.
Yeah.
That's Clemson in general. Okay, the Falcons. What did they do? Nothing that scared me from what I vaguely recall.
Yep.
All right. Right. They don't have their first round pick, do they? All right. Second round pick. What did they do?
Where? Jake Golday, 48, linebacker.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. Okay, they got a linebacker out of Cincinnati. Yeah, that didn't scare me. Corner is a need. Okay, Davison Igbanuson. I guess you are a Falcon.
Cool. Okay, Ravens. Sadiq in round 1. I think it was receiver in round 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Chris Bell. So probably time to find a defensive player for them. There's a few edge rushers.
Well, they do have center listed as a need though, and we have a center, Sam Hecht, that is supposed to go around here. Just for the record.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I don't necessarily disagree that getting a defensive player would be smart at some point though.
Yeah, I wonder who their center is. Yeah, Danny Pinter. Okay, yeah, I think if Danny Pinter's your center, we could move an upgrade. Sam Hecht, yeah, you're a Baltimore. That's a good catch there, but yeah, Sam Hecht is a Baltimore Raven.
Yeah, we found actual value here.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, the Jags. They haven't done much because they didn't have a first round pick. And then with their second round pick, it was Josiah Trotter. They went linebacker, and that's their only pick so far. So tight end and defensive line are their listed needs here. I don't think that they need a tight end that badly though. They got a young tight end, right? Like year 3 or so. So we'll go defensive line. They can get a tight end later. Okay. Rayshon Benny, you are a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Rayshon Benny. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay. Who are the Vikings going to take that y'all were going to take? I don't know. I mean,
I'm just going to take one of the edge rushers coming up probably, so I don't really care.
Yeah, probably. Let's see, so the Vikings.
You gave him a corner in round 1 and McCoy, good pick. AJ Halsey, the safety. Yeah, they've just gone secondary.
Actually, even though I did this like a couple picks ago, I think actually receiver kind of makes sense at this spot. So
it's funny. I was gonna say because center is a need once again, just like a couple picks ago.
I guess, but is there another center up here?
I thought there was, but now
Logan Jones.
Yeah, it's a little
only allowed 1 sack. I guess. Yeah,
I don't know. They have another pick at 97 though. They could wait it out.
Yeah, Logan Jones, welcome to Minnesota. I made the pick.
That is pretty funny that happened back to back.
Yes.
Carolina, woohoo! So I gave us the safety in round 1, and then round 2, we reached on Elijah Surratt according to the website. So we went receiver, we went safety. Our needs are still tight end. We're not taking a tight end at this point. There's nobody we would want here. We might look at the tight end from North Carolina State later, but I don't think we're going tight end here. Center is a need, but I just told you to take all the best remaining centers, so shoot.
True.
All right. Yeah. I guess I did that to myself. Sorry, it's not that big of a need. Okay, I'm surprised edge rusher isn't a need. I know we signed Jalen Phillips and we got Nick Scorton last year, but we are also counting on him to continue improving. Also, Princely Umanmielen last year as well. Counting on them to continue improving, and then we signed Jalen Phillips and hope that he's healthy. I wouldn't mind taking another edge rusher here, so let me see the stats and pick wisely. Joshua Josephs, no. Derek Moore, yeah. 11 sacks last year. That's pretty good, I would say.
Massive improvements.
Yeah. Danny Dennis Sutton, he was supposed to be like the next Micah Parsons out of that Penn State defense, but that obviously didn't happen. We'll go Derek Moore. We'll take the player from the best defense here. It's cool with me. All right. Cool with me.
That checks out. Yep. Let's see. Packers. I think this might be their second pick. They got an edge rusher, Gabe Jacas, in the second round.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Feels like, they need a guard. I think taking whatever guard is there makes sense.
Jalen Farmer would easily be
Jalen Farmer. Yeah. Sounds like a Green Bay name. Jalen Farmer. Yep. Yeah. Welcome to Green Bay.
All right, I get the Steelers for, I think, the third time. You gave him a linebacker. I gave him Jadarian Price and Caden Proctor. Okay. Yeah, Jalen Farmer would have been the pick here.
I haven't watched Did you realize you can just go to your picks and it shows who you took?
Oh, that is new. Oh, that's really helpful. Huh.
Yeah, I just realized that because we've been looking manually, which is funny. I just realized you can go to your picks.
Dang, maybe we should have checked that sooner.
Yeah.
That tool's been right there the whole time. I'm glad you caught that, though. We'll use that the rest of the way.
That's funny.
Good catch. Yeah. I don't know what the Steelers are doing. I guess this is a good spot for a receiver. Since Deion Burks is right here, hang on, are there any receivers below him that I like? Not particularly, no. We're kind of running out of receivers that I particularly know about and think should go higher. I'm scrolling pretty far to see. Squirrel White, out of Florida State. He's ranked 316th. There was once a time that he was supposed to be a first-round pick. It's pretty crazy to see the fall. Yeah.
What a name.
Right,
Is he your pick?
No. I'd have to reach. I'm reaching by 200 if I do that, which I know I don't like the Steelers, but that's the type of thing I do for the Saints, not them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm just looking down to see who else is here. Eric McAllister is a familiar name out of TCU. I thought that he was ranked higher than 132. Not going to do that, though. I'll just give him Deion Burks.
Deion Burks, okay. That's fair.
Looking at this Ted Hurst guy because I've never heard of him, but he's back-to-back 900-yard seasons. Maybe he'll go soon. Anyway, Chargers for you.
Yes, Chargers. We got Caden McDonald, the defensive interior, and Kalen Rutledge. Let's see. I think no particular reason. Chandler Rivers, welcome to LA.
The particular reason is his last name is Rivers. I see what you're doing.
Yes, totally. Yes.
Definitely intentional, right?
100%.
All right, I get Miami. They filled all their needs already. I was about to scroll up and see who they picked, but I can go to your picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, I had him double dip at receiver. You gave him Concepcion, I gave him Branch, Colton Hood, and the guard from Penn State. Okay, I guess they can do just about anything. You would think they need a safety, right? You would think.
Sure, yeah. Why not?
Okay, Kamari Ramsey, good luck.
Kamari Ramsey? Okay.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah, I just saw the safety right there and was like, they probably need one.
Yeah, let's see. Jacksonville, we got them linebacker and defensive interior, so I do think Sam Roush, the tight end out of Stanford. Welcome to Jacksonville.
Sure. Why not?
Yep.
All right. Chicago, we gave him Caleb Banks, Connor Liu, and Jeremy Bernard. So they do have a need at safety, according to the website, that we have not filled yet. How much would we have to reach for that? Oh, not too far. Genesis Smith, ranked 98th. We'll go with that. Cool name, bro. Genesis Smith, you are a Chicago Bear.
There we go. All right. Oh, I get Dolphins. Wow, okay.
All right. Miami back at it.
Yeah, basically, like, all bets are on the table, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Let me just see their depth chart real quick. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little curveball. Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback out of LSU.
Okay. All right. The pick. Oh, man. Quinn Ewers, poor guy. Gonna be the odd man out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a battle. Yeah, for the backup.
Right. Okay, the Bills, let's see. They've only had one pick so far, Keldrick Falk. I was going to say go edge rusher here, but that's not even a listed need. The value is really good, though. Yeah, I guess. No, I'm not going to make him double dip, but somebody's about to get a steal, in terms of value, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Who is available on the DL? Okay. Safety. Okay. Linebacker. Okay. I'm going to go Deontay Lawson out of Bama. Slight reach, but whatever.
Deontay Lawson?
Yep. Get the Bama guy to go with the Auburn guy they took.
All right. Okay, Cowboys. Let me just.
Oh man, yeah, they had the 2 first-round picks, no second-round picks. So Thieneman and C.J. Allen, pretty talented.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna have them go.
One of the edge rushers. Or corner. They have some corners to choose from.
Yeah, they could use a corner to. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go Danny Dennis Sutton. Do that for the Cowboys.
Alrighty. Great value according to PFF. The Rams.
Yep.
They got Spencer Fano. They got Keith Abney. I guess this could be a receiver spot. Could be a quarterback spot if they like anybody here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you would go for a quarterback here when you have good value in Joshua Josephs, supposedly. You got some other edge rushers higher up on the board. Like LT Overton, I think he could go higher than this.
Yeah.
Devin Moore, Dalen Everett, the Georgia guy, he's got potential. You've got enough value here to not go with a quarterback who's probably not going to be any good. If they really like him, that's one thing, but I have no way of knowing that. So, let me see the linebackers, because we haven't given him a linebacker yet. Yeah, let's just do that. Keyshawn Elliott out of Arizona State. We'll just give him a need, I guess.
Keyshawn Elliott?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Miami Dolphins. Again. Yes. At pick number 94. So we got them. We got 2 receivers, corner, guard, safety, and backup quarterback. I'm not sure when the next time I'll get to do this will be, when it kind of makes sense. So I'm going to go Miami Dolphins, get Baylor legend Michael Trigg.
Sure, you might as well. Trigg had a pretty good season last year. Yeah, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He could be good.
Not bad, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't even know who their tight end is. Is Darren Waller still there? Like, he can go learn.
No, I looked it up. It's Greg Dulcich.
Oh. Yeah, tight end should be listed as a need, honestly.
Yeah, it should be, but yeah.
Okay. Patriots, they got Lomu and they got Brazel. I hope Sox likes what I've done with the Patriots. I've been in full control of this, so I'm sorry, Patriots fans, if I have messed this up. Okay. So they got tackle, receiver. They need linebacker and DL, supposedly. I'm wondering if you just give him Joshua Josephs here because of the alleged value. Somebody's gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I could go tackle again, but Yeah, we'll go Joshua Josephs to help improve that pass rush. That was something that we thought they needed at some point, right? Like late in the season, we thought they could do better with the pass rush. It's not listed as a need, but maybe it should be. I don't know.
Sure.
I just gave him 2 Tennessee guys, so that's great. Yeah. I'm sure that'll work well.
Seattle, I'm going to go ahead and do LT Overton, the edge of Alabama.
I like it.
Yep.
Okay. Vikings, they got McCoy, they got Halsey, and then they got Logan Jones. You were talking about them being a spot for a receiver in the their last pick, so I'd probably agree with that. It's just which receiver. Hurst is kind of an unknown out of Georgia State. I really don't know anything about him. Malachi Fields seems like just solid at Notre Dame. I don't know much about him. Stribling at Ole Miss, also pretty good, back-to-back 800-yard seasons. Yeah. Brennan Thompson out of Mississippi. Oh, breakout season for him. Look at that, 1,000 yards. He had back-to-back 200-yard seasons and then went for 1,000.
Oh, there we go.
That's pretty promising. Yeah, I like that. We're going to do that. Brennan Thompson, you are wide receiver 3 in Minnesota.
On the upside. All right, nice.
Sure.
All right, Philly. So we got wide receiver, tackle, and edge rusher. So really the only remaining need, according to the website, is a safety, which will take their word for it. So Zakee Wheatley, you are a Philadelphia Eagle.
That's quite the name. Zakee Wheatley. All right, from Penn State. Yeah. All right, nice. Okay, my last pick of this draft, it is the Steelers pick. I gave him Proctor and Price and Burks. You gave him Kyle Lewis. Let's see, so what needs are missing. I guess they could use a guard if there are any good ones here. Yeah, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to go with the guard, would it? I'd say they could go quarterback, but like, I can't do it personally because I don't like any of these quarterbacks. So I'll give him a guard. We'll go with Billy Scroth out of Notre Dame.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Billy Scroth. Okay, that checks out. Okay,
I guess
Jacksonville. It's the last pick. They got linebacker, DI, and tight end. I guess they still need defensive line and linebacker. Well, I got a linebacker earlier.
Right.
Tight end. Yeah.
I guess they could do just about anything.
Yeah.
I know it says DL is a need. I feel like DI and DL are supposed to be the same thing, though.
Yeah, I think so.
You can't even find DL on the positions group.
Right. I guess. Let's see. But am I crazy? I see a Kalen Proctor. Wasn't there another Kalen Proctor earlier in the draft?
Oh, there's a Caden Proctor.
Caden Proctor. Okay. Let's do Caleb Proctor here. That feels right.
Wait, what position is that?
Oh, DI.
Okay. Caleb Proctor out of southeastern Louisiana. Who is this guy? What?
I don't know.
I don't know who this guy is. 9 sacks last year. All right. Yeah. I respect it. Good deal. All right, we made it through 3 rounds of the draft. It only took us a couple of hours and a half. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's about what we probably expected. I don't know if this is actually going to be the greatest, but it was fun.
It was fun indeed. It'll be fun to look back on and everything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty happy with Carolina's draft, I think, because we addressed all of our needs, but at the same time, it feels underwhelming. I don't really want Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at 19. I really hope that Dylan Thieneman falls to us, but part of that is I haven't looked into him, so I don't know much about him. I imagine you'd be pretty happy with the Texans draft, though.
Yeah, it would be. Got a couple offensive linemen. Got the Clemson defensive interior lineman
in the second round too. That's good value.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be pretty happy with that.
Absolutely.
We'll see that the games play, but yeah, I'd like it.
Heck yeah. And moving forward, because we're going to wrap this stream up pretty soon, you guys, but moving forward, you plan to do draft coverage Thursday night, yeah?
Yes, that is the plan. Do draft coverage Thursday. I think you'll probably kick off Friday. I might join a little bit later.
Right, we may do that.
Yeah, I mean, then we'll probably do some reactions and everything like that, and then, it'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll react to everything that happens in the draft live, and then maybe we'll do something later, like kind of grading it, perhaps. And we'll definitely, we want to look back on our way too early mock draft from last year and kind of react to that. Yes. And because that'll be fun to do, you know? It'll be fun to look back and see how many early predictions we actually nailed. Obviously, Arch Manning going early did not work out because he stank it up at Texas and didn't go to the draft. He improved a lot, though, down the stretch. True, yeah. I know one thing we called, though, was Carnell Tate going in the first round because he was not projected first round at the time. Okay, and I looked at that and was like, hey, that's an Ohio State receiver. He's probably going to do well. Probably going to go first round. This feels predictable.
Sure enough, yep.
That's the only good thing I can think of, though. So
yeah, right.
We're gonna regret seeing us predict so many quarterbacks go. I know I used to rave about the quarterback class because once upon a time, like, it was full of potential, and the guys I liked were different from the guys everyone else liked. Like, I wasn't a fan of Beck or Klubnik out of Clemson or Aller out of Penn State. I don't remember who all I liked. Lenoris Sellers at South Carolina, he had a down season and stayed at school. So I also liked Manning, but he also had a down season and stayed at school. It's just everybody basically stayed back or was so bad that they are no longer projected to go high. And now next year is supposed to be the good class. So
we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, no, very excited about the draft and everything like that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see who goes where and like what trades are made and everything like that. So let me find if we got another like AJ Brown like draft night. So remember, like first time AJ Brown got traded, it was during the draft, I think.
That's right. I think
that'd be quite funny if it happened again. Yeah,
I'm here for it. Let it be.
Yes, definitely. Mike Vrabel gets him back. So yeah, no, that'll be fun. If you like our content, everything like that, feel free to smash that subscribe button. And as Isaac said, we'll have some draft coverage. We'll have reactions. We'll make fun of ourselves for our takes years ago, and then probably pretty soon after we'll have our 2 early 2027 mock drafts.
We will absolutely be doing that.
Look forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do some other stuff this offseason, but yeah, we just kind of make it up as we go along. It's been busy the past few weeks, so we haven't done as much with football. We've done some basketball stuff though, like our March Madness video. I was pretty proud of how we did with that. I thought we did really well.
That was a good video.
I'm pretty nervous to see how my NBA playoff predictions fare with Devin. I don't know about that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we'll get back on a routine and like everything like that on a groove. But it's been, crazy for both of us, I think. But we'll do stuff over the off season. We'll continue the grind, and especially once the season starts, it'll be just bang, bang, bang. I mean, before you know it, it's like we're still in the off season, but April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, four whole months. It's gonna be
I can't go by fast enough.
I'm trying to hype it up like it's coming, but we got a solid 4 months.
I mean, we got the draft this week, and then we'll have the schedule released sometime in May, which I am looking forward to because I think we might get multiple primetime games for the first time in years. So that'd be crazy. I want to find out. I want to see what we get.
Well, there we go.
So yeah, and then it gets more boring. So.
Yeah, and then you get to training camp, and then the Hall of Fame game, which I think y'all are playing in, right?
We are playing in it, yeah. I am happy about that. It'll be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It'll be nice to start off like getting back into football with my team instead of it just being teams I don't care about with players I don't know about. But
yes, I think like my team kicked off the Hall of Fame game a couple years ago, and that was against the Bears, and that just stopped because of weather, so it's kind of funny. So yeah, dang. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah.
All right.
Well, on that note, I think we call it a day here. Thank you all so much for watching. We had a decent amount of viewers the whole time, I believe. We're down to 2 right now, and one of them may or may not be me. I'm not going to let you know. It's me.
And neither confirm nor deny. Yeah.
But thank you to everyone who stopped by. I know Thomas was here for a little bit. He was busy just listening, but still managed to comment a little bit, so appreciate that. Joel stopped by. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. For everyone who's lurking, we appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the streams, please hit that subscribe button so you catch all of our future content. I mean, you never know when we're going to drop a random video or stream at this point, right? It's become more random, but we are, like you said, going to get into more of a rhythm as we go along. But yeah, thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time on the draft, hopefully.
Yep, peace.